Okay. Now that the rage is done, I can go live. So that was a shit show. And does it have candy corn? No. Let's see. Hello, everybody. Let me see if Will wants to join the birthday boy. Wait, no, he's not. Whatever. Let me just see if he wants to join for a bit. Okay, I sent him the link. Let's see. Oh wait, I need to mute. There we go. So, hello, 420 atheists. How you doing? Well, 420 atheists, not atheists. So that was a that was an interesting that was an interesting video to watch, a stream to be a part of. Like there were some good points from both sides. Uh, okay, fine. Hold on, I'll make you a mod. There you go. Your mod. Pieces. I honestly don't know what her problem is. Like I do think good day. Hey, I do think it boils down to her being overprotective of rage. Because there have been times to where people have, thank you, Sammy, to where people have you know gotten on his case about something and trolled him, and she's like, "Well, I don't like it when people troll rage." Okay, like people have trolled me. It happens. We see who the suck up on this on the channel. Yep, it's 420. Sammy is the biggest suck up I know. Okay, this one guy. Yeah, let me give you the link. Where are you? This one guy stream. Uh, Come on. Fuck it. I hate this goddamn mouse. Here you go, Tug. You are invited. Oh my god, it's blue. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so I invited a few people. Go, mod me, please. Okay, fine. Hold on. You're so needy, Wildheart. Hang on. There you go. Yeah, pieces. That is sad, but what are you gonna do? You know what, Serb? For that, I will mod you. There you go. Reverse psychology. I knew that's what you was doing, but that's what I did anyway. Hang on. Okay, there you go. Sent. Don't mod me. Love you more, Midnight. I didn't either talk. Useless fucking YouTube. Don't send me money. Okay. First of all, Icarus, I liked it. Okay, let me see if anyone's backstage. No, not yet. Do. Bye, Ox. Be a good boy. What the fuck? Oh, sorry. I'm also tired. But you know what? I figured, what the hell? Rage wasn't having an after stream. I figured I would, because I haven't streamed in a while. Uh, do, 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 do. Ox will learn what words mean one day. God damn. There we go. Tug. Oh wait, hold on.
Fix the
Hate.
shit.
Yeah, hold on. I fucking hate it. There we go. Group layout.
There we go.
Yeah, cropped layout, no. Group layout, much better.
So what happened? I skimmed through like the last bit, and then like the end, I heard that knock called William a racist. So I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, apparently some of the views that William has can be considered racist. I mean, he's coming on himself, so he could tell you himself. He's just kind of he
Oh,
just
good.
he's coming on himself.
I'll spit in his face and call him a racist right to his
I mean, he
face.
would like that.
Get the slime ready.
So
Uh,
all
Listen
I caught
here.
all I caught was the very end where Will said a true fact. Right. Obviously, it's true if it's a fact, but it just said a fact about crime rates, and I'm confused how facts are racist. Did he say
well,
racist things before that?
I think so, but
Okay,
apparently,
I missed all of it except for like the
well,
last
but
5 minutes.
sorry, but you should know that for some people, facts are racist, right? Like,
Oh
okay,
yeah, yeah, and it wouldn't surprise me if Knock thinks facts are racist.
but
'Cause
okay,
I was wondering if there was actual racism in there, or if it was just Knock don't like facts.
but okay. Here's my question. How? Because I don't know much about this, obviously. So is the 1350 statistic like actual fact, or is it misrepresented? Because statistics could be easily misrepresented, right?
Well, yeah, it's a little old at this point. I don't imagine it's changed a whole lot, though. No, it's. I mean, last I checked, it is true. Uh, and I think studies have been specifically done on it, and they showed. Well, essentially, what it is people with people that lack education tend to also be poor. And then if you're poor and have less education, you tend to commit crimes more. Black
Hmm.
people, all of the poor black people, are in urban environments where they can afford to have lots of police. So once you start to commit more crime by being poor and uneducated, you start to get more police. And once you start to get more police, more of you start to get arrested. And then it's just like, and then you end up with like one parent homes or fatherless homes, and it makes more crime and it keeps people
Wah,
poor. So then they get
wah.
more police, so more of them gets arrested, right?
Yep.
And the reason why that doesn't happen in the poorer white ghettos is because poor white ghettos are trailer parks that exist in the middle of nowhere where they don't have police.
Hmm. Interesting. Because the whole thing of like 1350 being racist is like, okay, maybe
What's
I could see how
1350?
that 30% of black people commit 50% of crimes.
Oh, that's fucking beautiful. Yeah,
It's
that's a
violent crimes. It's violent crimes.
Violent crimes. Yeah, my
Yeah,
bad. Sorry.
I think.
there's a
Will said
Spider-Man
it.
meme
And
that
I'm
goes out there. All three Spider-Mans are like sitting together and they're like, I thought it was just, but then I went out there and started finding crime, and it actually is true. That's the meme. I thought it was just a
Jesus,
statistical
Jesus
a
Christ.
myth, but it's
You know
actually
what?
true.
You know
It's
what?
like,
You know what? You know what? If Spider-Man exists, that's definitely one thing he would notice if fighting crime. Wait a minute. I'm noticing a lot of the criminals I
seems
stop
to
are
be a
black.
trend here.
oh no, no, Knox. We don't
Jesus
sound the
Christ.
same. I'm an elitist. I hate all the poors.
Oof, that's not good.
So
That's not good.
wait, sir, you hate me? I'm poor.
Yeah, I don't like the poor a whole lot.
Okay, fair
I
enough.
try
I
to
don't
make
like.
them. I try to help them to not be poor, but I don't
Well,
like
yeah,
them.
I don't like poor people as well. If I'm being honest. Oh. Hey, the man of the hour is here. So how does it feel to be a racist?
A racist.
You let this racist in.
Everyone that's tried to rob me is poor. Can't help it.
I really wish Rage wasn't so tired. At least to be able to come on and and further expand on his point as to why he thinks this lovely, this lovely man who I'm gonna marry one day is a
Oh yeah,
racist.
Marion.
Yeah, somebody's gonna burn a cross outside my house today, I think.
Yeah.
Right. Or It's going to be a rainbow cross, though.
A rainbow cross. And to answer Wildheart's question, I smoked quite a bit of weed during that. Yes, especially there towards the end, where I don't know if you can see when I mute myself on there, but
Oh, I got a new one for you, Will.
do
Next
you?
time
What's
someone
it
asks
about?
you why people need assault rifles, you say because some Republicans live in areas with Antifa.
God damn. Ah,
Yeah, that's.
what the
I
fuck?
didn't feel comfortable because it's hard to resist when he started talking about being part of Antifa. I was about to point out that's technically a militia, and then I was like, nah. And then he'd make excuses how it wasn't or whatever, but you know.
Like it was. Oh my god.
Yeah,
That
actually. Yeah,
that
now that
stream
you
was.
say that. Sorry.
Well, no, I just want to say that stream was kind of painful. Like I need to go back and watch it again, but I watched most of it. You know what I mean?
Why
But
was
it
it
was just
painful?
so. What?
Why was it painful?
Well, no, it was it was painful. Certain ways you were being portrayed.
Yeah. I mean, Knock is
You
just a
know?
painful individual. Some of the shit that he said, like he was, oh my, the most stupidest shit. I was watching a debate, right? It was this debate with some guy named Kevin, and in the middle of the fucking thing, he acts like something about like God doing something, right? He's like, so if God, if it was like he asked him, if God was like Job and took away all your shit, would you stop believing in God? I'm like, how fucking stupid is that? If someone takes away my shit, I guess I'm gonna stop believing in them because they took away my shit. I'm like, can you please use a fucking brain cell for fucking once in
But
your life?
but wait. Okay, talk to play devil's to play to play devil's advocate here. Like he's talking about God, not not someone else. Like if the government took all your stuff, of course you're not gonna stop. Well, I mean, if the government took all your stuff, you're gonna stop believing in government, like Will here. So I, Jesus Christ, I get what
You
he's
see what I'm
saying, but
saying? Like it's like,
yeah.
what the fuck, dude? Like, how? What do you mean? I'm gonna stop? Nope. I guess he doesn't
Okay.
exist because he took away my stuff. This is fucking phenomenal thinking here, and I'm
All
like,
right.
God damn, dude.
Can I get
Please.
can I get
Yeah, go
someone
ahead.
because I haven't had a chance to find out? Can I get someone to give me the scorecard or at least their impressions of how that went?
I mean, I'm pretty biased here, so I don't know. I
I've
don't know.
not got a
I'm
clue.
gonna vote.
I
I'm gonna
I've not
vote in
got a
your
clue.
favor.
It was all American stuff.
I
I didn't
caught
understand a word of it, to be honest. So I can't tell you.
I
I,
didn't
I
watch
caught
it.
the, I caught the last 5 minutes and I was very disappointed at the facts are racist feeling that
Right?
knockout.
Yeah, because Serb just explained the 1350 thing, but apparently you're a racist.
Yes. Yes. Apparently,
Oh,
because I can
Officer
read the
6,
statistics, I'm a
653.
Klansman.
Okay, William Six
Did
Rage
anyone
3.
watch the whole thing?
Yeah,
Oh, is that what it
I
was?
watched.
Not got a
No,
clue
no,
what
I
I was
was
on.
watching. I was watching the whole thing. I just I didn't always pay attention because, well, but I did watch it. I did have it in the background.
He
But
didn't take my bait. I brought up Serb because Serb, you don't know this, but I was going to propose to Extremist Man live on that broadcast, and he wouldn't. Normally, he's like, "You got a man crush on Serb or whatever," and I was going to just lean into it, and he wouldn't take the
I
bait.
mean,
It would have been
how
weird
can
if I
you
kept
not?
bringing you up.
How can you not have a man crush on Serb? Come on, a man crush
I
on
I
Serb.
I admire Serb. I don't have a man crush, but I admire him. I admire you a lot because you're
Okay,
you're just
okay.
an expert troll, and more than
Yeah,
that though, I
okay,
think you're a
okay.
Sigma.
There's somebody. Okay, ignoring that for a second. Okay, there's somebody I also admire very much, and people have accused me of being in love with this person. Okay, so I can understand why some people would think you
But
know,
we
like
are
you
getting
have a man
married.
crush.
But we are getting married, Sparkle.
Wait, you and
I
I?
know it's
Cool.
me. We all know it's me. It better be me.
But also Serb. I love how William brought up the Freemasons and he's like, sorry, Serb, I
I
love.
missed it. Oh man, I missed it.
I think we were talking about monuments that might be offensive, and people that might look at me as a second class citizen, and so I brought up Albert Pike, and And so I was just fucking around, and I was talking about, he founded the Klan. He's also a Freemason, so I apologize for putting that out there.
Ah.
Beginning, it was supposed to be bait to get into give me an opportunity to propose to extremist man, and it just wouldn't fucking happen.
Knocked us off his game.
He started out
mean-
really well. I mean, he was being. I know you didn't hear it, but like we talked religion a little bit, and that was cool.
Yeah,
I don't know when
the
it got
beginning
stupid.
Part, the beginning part. No, I think I know when it got stupid when abortion was brought up. I could be wrong though, but that's what it seems like. It went.
It
off
was
the
my
rails.
argument. Yeah, argument. Yeah, I used the same argument that I did last time, sir, and I can't say that I disagree with my own argument anymore, even though yeah, I think I'm starting to fall into my own troll.
So wait a minute. Wait.
Actually,
Are you saying that you were actually trolling the whole stream?
when I came up with the argument, that men should be responsible for abortions, it's because I was catching criticism for saying women need to close their legs, at the time of conception rather than have. That's not fair. They're right. Men could actually take that control completely back just by not fucking these women without, finding out first what they want to do. And then, so I got into that, and then I started thinking about it. I'm like, yeah, it's not a bad position. It's unjust in a way, but it definitely causes men to have to be more responsible if women can't.
Yeah.
So wait, you're telling me that men
And
have
it-
a free right to kill women to stop an abortion because
No.
that's the most effective way? You
I
can't
Only in
make
private.
it broad.
No, I love his
Only in
argument, though.
private.
Okay.
I don't actually agree with the argument, but I think the argument's great because it's basically saying what the other side from him wants to keep on saying, which is like neuter men or whatever, hold men responsible. His
And
whole
not hold
argument is
women responsible.
his whole argument is we need to hold men responsible because women can't have responsibility.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. So wow. I had like 7 to 9 viewers. Now, okay, it's 5. Like, you know what? I don't care.
But
about views.
it causes women to step up and say the thing that I am responsible. I am making that choice. I am doing that. Okay, well now you're owning it, and that's fine. If you want to own it, I mean, then you've done the important part. You're taking responsibility for what you're doing.
Okay, Wild Heart. Now your fans getting a little.
Sorry, yeah, I'll mute when I'm not talking. Sorry.
Yep. There we go. But yeah, it was definitely an interesting stream to watch. Interesting discussion.
I don't think I'm going to be welcome back in his side chat. Not that I was very welcome before.
I don't think so either.
It's terrible.
I couldn't read it. I just, he was telling me that everybody was upset in the side chat, but that really doesn't surprise me. It's easier just to call someone you disagree with a racist. It's just easier to do it.
Yeah, he also after you left, he before the end that he also took issue with you saying he was virtue signaling, and the whole thing you
Yeah,
said.
that stung. Well, I mean, he was though. He was. He didn't argue about any of the points that I made up. Yeah, it's. I did that so that Hart again would know that I was still playing the game. I told him I was going to play. I was going to get high I was going to take a toke every time Knock virtue signaled or pandered or tried to pretend to give a shit about minorities and stuff like that.
Pretend to give a shit.
I mean,
He just wants to look good.
Hold on.
Hold on. He says he gives a shit about minority, but he doesn't care about the true minority, the albinos. The albinos are the true minority in this.
No, he said that you had the most. He said that you had the most privilege of anyone on the planet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I'm white, right? I'm like the most white.
The whitest. You're like a star.
You're like white privilege distilled into a person.
If you were wearing an all black outfit in the middle of the night and took your dick out to pee, it'd look like a glowworm.
Jesus Christ, dude! What the?
A fucking white glow stick in the middle of the dark, just shooting piss everywhere.
He's not even really white. Aren't you like
I-
Italian? So he even gets a pass as being white just for
Oh man,
fucking
What
right off the
the,
cuff.
what the fuck? Just
I kind of now
oh,
want to make like a stripper place near him, have like a masquerade night to get him to wear all black, and then just sit down and take it all off under a black light.
Midnight is just
So
after
he
they
just
make
glows like
SP
the sun.
F5000. I'm assuming I'm assuming that's a sunblock. Uh,
No, it's about your sparkle. You just naturally
ugh.
sparkle in the light.
Well, yeah, shine bright like a diamond.
Like a diamond.
Shine bright like a diamond.
All right,
Yeah.
guys, I'm gonna get
Yeah.
going. I gotta eat Din. Talk to you guys later.
All right,
All right,
thanks for
buddy.
coming by, this one guy.
Have a good one, guys.
Yeah,
Bye.
Midnight. I said some things. I was talking to Wildheart in private yesterday and mentioned something about, getting you under the covers in the dark and seeing the old glowworm come out. And so I feel like I'm
Hey,
one step closer to that now.
Hey, Wildhorn, hey, Wildhorn, are you jealous? Are you jealous?
A little bit, to be honest. Yeah, just a
Little
little,
bit.
just a little bit.
But I thought
That's
you were
because he had
straight.
time. He was really jealous at first, but he's starting to deal with it now.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, mute.
So
Uh, like I'm glad I have this stream. I don't usually stream that often because, well, reasons. But right now I'm like, fuck it. I'm in my new apartment. I'm finally finally downstairs. I can make as much noise
Shit,
as
you
I
ought to
want.
retitle this League of Legends.
God.
Why?
His service here.
Well, that's true. That's true. League of Legends serve is here.
Yeah, and not everyone knows, but he is extremist, man.
Yes, he is. It's just why does not say things like that when it's like,
He's the
there he
Giga
is.
Chad master. He's the Giga Chad master of the Giga Chad universe.
Well, I tell you what. Okay, you know what? Okay, hold on. There you go.
There you go.
That is
Yeah.
appropriate. That's appropriate. But
Yeah.
see, I don't have the ability to change mine to moderately concerned guy. That's I'm Serv's sidekick, moderately concerned guy.
What the fuck is this stream? We have like 4
I've got the
viewers.
avatar. I have the avatar, Serb. It's this fat, really white guy with like wearing workout gear, holding this little tiny red weight, wearing like a Jackie Stallone headband. Oh, it's awesome. But I'm gonna be moderately concerned man or moderately concerned guy. That's what I'm gonna do. Getting t-shirts made up. It's awesome.
See.
Well, what the fuck is Midnight Sparkle? I mean, you can't just keep Midnight Sparkle.
Well, what should I
That's
call
not
myself then?
extreme. You got to be extreme.
Extreme albino man? I don't know.
I was gonna say,
Ooh.
low melanin supremacy. That way, everyone can
Okay, hold on. You know what? That's
be
that's
Anti-melanist.
yeah.
Anti-melanin extremist.
Dave,
That sounds really bad. That sounds
It
really,
does.
really
That's
bad.
super bad.
hold on. Anti-melanin what?
Extremist.
No. What? No. What?
No, don't do it. Don't, because what it means is white supremacists, I think.
Oh, okay. You know what? Never mind. No, fuck off. I'm already gonna.
I didn't formulate it when I said it. It was after I said it. I was like, oh no, that's not good.
Yeah, I already got accused a few years ago of being a certain thing that Certain knows about. Fuck that.
How about just make it Whitey Supreme?
You know what? Yeah, why
How
did
about
you
how about
Mikey
hail?
Tighty Whitey.
Wait. How about hail albinism?
Blanco Extremo.
okay, you know what? There you go. Hail albinism. That's much better.
Okay, that works.
not-
That works.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I think there's an A in hail.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong.
I think there's an A.
No,
Or
that's
maybe-
me.
I think Midnight's right, actually. I'm not sure.
What the? Come on, Wildheart. When was the
No,
last
I
time
think-
you spelled something correctly?
Honestly,
Yeah, you know, it's right. It's both.
I'm English. I always spell things correctly. She gets it wrong.
My
Sir
bad.
said it's
I'm
both.
sorry, Your Majesty.
Sir
It's
said it's
actually
both. So
yeah, it's actually both. It looks like.
Oh, neat.
Call it to some way. Let's see.
Is the hail the German?
One's like Heil, though, isn't it? And the other's Hail.
Yeah,
But it's the
Heil,
same
yeah.
meaning.
No,
I
no,
don't know
no.
where I got that.
No. The E's German. In English, it's A.
Yeah, it's in English. Yeah.
I have
what
a
I'm saying,
problem
it's
with the
both.
albinism. I think there should be albinoism.
no, but that's how you write it. Albinism.
Yeah, I was trying to be playful with the
No, it
albino.
can't be.
Oh yeah, that would.
It's not pronounced albino.
It can't be albinism. There's no
Albino.
albino.
It's
Albino.
How can albino turn into albinism? There's no O there.
There's no e sound in that. You can always say albino.
There's no
It's-
albino. Yeah,
it's albino.
In it somewhere. Surely. There's got to be an O in it somewhere. How can it be albinism? It can't be.
It's no, because it's al.
Looked up the language.
Oh
so-
god.
Okay, so
Oh,
I'm gonna be like Wildheart and have a musical interlude. Kidding.
Blasphemy. Logic.
Wildheart. Okay, I have a question for you. Why,
Yes.
why do you have musical interludes? Like, serious question.
Because it's funny and I like to annoy people. And I am awful at singing.
And he's got a heart for music.
And
He
it's my
loves
fucking
music.
Yeah. It's my fucking job. I can do what I want.
I
He's always
mean-
trying to find new songs to strip to.
I could go the armchair psychologist route, but nah.
No, do it if you want. No, talk about well.
You're gonna bring down the albino wrath on your ass. You don't want that shit. It's nothing. There's nothing worse than super white on white crime.
Jesus. So that's what I am. I'm super white, just like service.
Like a superhero. Yeah, like
Oh my god.
no
Wouldn't
one
it-
refracts light in the manner that you do.
Fraction.
It would actually be my favorite statistic in the world if there was a study done and we found out that most crimes are committed against people with albinism by other people with albinism.
I mean, in Africa, if you go,
I will
to
print that
Africa-
study and put it on my wall.
Well, no, sir, so you joke like that, but I honestly think in Africa there are some albino parents who is like, you know what? In order to save our own skin, let's give them our daughter or son. Then they get killed anyway because they're albinos themselves. Jesus fucking Christ! The shit albinos go through in Africa is
That got a little
disturbing
dark.
as fuck. Yeah,
That got a
It
little
did.
dark, Spark.
yeah, I know.
Coming from such a glowing personality, I don't. That's not. It doesn't become you. You should be positive because light
little
is a
dark.
good thing.
Well, no, William. Unlike a certain person on this panel who shall remain nameless, I
Sir.
am positive. Well, no. I was thinking about the wild man in the group.
Serb.
No, god damn it. Ah. Well,
No,
whatever. I try to
Serb's
be happy.
probably darker than all of us.
Oh yeah, definitely.
No, just because he wears blackface, out just for fun. It's just what he does.
Wow,
It's what he's
okay.
into.
Albinos,
Actually.
orange fireflies. How many albinos
helps
does it
it-
take to changing a light bulb? They run
It helps
around
him get a
nude.
seat on the subway.
Hold on. I love this joke. How many albinos does it take to screw in a light bulb, to change a light bulb? 0. They run around nude. The glow is all the light they need.
Oh, Ox for the win.
Yeah, I was thinking it's like that scene from Raiders of the Lost Ark where they're reflecting the light with the mirrors. Right? If you get a room full of albinos, all you gotta do is crack the window just a tiny bit.
What the fuck? Why? What the? Wait, what?
Because the light will just keep on reflecting forever.
What are we, mirrors?
Well,
Jesus
yeah.
Christ. That explains so much
That's
about
even
albinos or
amazing.
mirrors.
There's
then.
a lot of albino people.
Because that means because that means we reflect, we reflect other people.
If we put cooking oil on your butt cheek, we'd be able to see our reflection clearly, staring at your ass.
Why would you want to stare at my ass? That's kind of gay, don't you think?
You know, I hate to
You know,
say
to
it
each their
though.
own. I mean, it's
I mean,
whatever.
if you greased up your butt cheek and it was actually that reflective, I would have to look because that's just insane.
You guys are fucking insane. What the fuck am I doing here?
Hold on, be still. I'm trying to shave.
Hold on. If you put an albino in a black hole, will it turn into a white hole? The fuck? What is with all these albino jokes tonight?
Oh
Like,
man,
Jesus.
okay, that has
Oh,
to be a meme.
Icarus.
How, how can you ask that with that picture? You put that picture on, and then that's what's with all the albino jokes. That's not really fair.
I have a theory that albinos might be immune to laser blasts.
Yeah. Let's not test that, please. I don't feel like.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
think
feel
about
like
it. In the
dying. It's not
future,
true.
when lasers, which if I'm not mistaken, has something to do with light, like when that's the gun, albinos would be bulletproof, basically, like laser proof. We'd have to throw rocks at them because we couldn't use lasers. They'd be like, "Fuck that shit! Look at it bounce off."
Could you not use
Is that
albinos
possible?
as solar panels?
You know, you said albinos.
Oh,
What?
wait a minute.
The only thing
Here
dark
we
about
are
you,
now,
the only thing dark about you, except for your brooding personality, sometimes sparkles the crack of your ass.
I mean, look. I've definitely tried to be more positive and
Wipey.
optimistic. What?
Oh no, I thought you were gonna say that you were trying to wipe better to eliminate the darkness in the crack. I was wrong. You went a totally different direction.
Well, you know what? I try to be more positive, obviously more bubbly, more sparkly, more me, so to speak. Right?
Yeah.
And and wild heart. You better keep doing your meditations.
I'll
Meditation,
try.
not masturbation.
I will do. Yeah, I'll continue. I'll be honest.
Can
it's
you
not-
mix those things? Can you meditate and
Yes.
masturbate simultaneously?
You know, I never tried, but one day I will. Like,
I'll give it a go. I never thought of that.
I know it's hard to masturbate while riding a bicycle.
uh,
My paper route was weird.
what the fuck?
No, because like if you can't just switch hands when you want to, you know, because
well,
your
no.
hands will slip off the handlebars if you're lubed, you know.
Okay,
Plus the
Will, have
neighbors,
you
they're
ever-
not happy about your handprint all over their
Okay,
newspaper.
Have you ever gotten a blowjob while driving a car? I'll repeat
No.
again, Will. No. What about you, Serb?
Yeah, it's extremely dangerous.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I didn't.
I figured.
I know that my right foot would hit the would hit the gas all the way to the, you know. No, that's no.
Okay.
I can't imagine that.
What about the car parked? With the car parked.
Oh God, yeah. Fuck, I was a teenager, of course.
There you go.
I'll say yeah to try and be cool, but no. No.
It's actually
Okay.
uncomfortable. I don't like sex in cars. It's really not fun. I mean, there's a moment or two where it's real fun, but you can get cramped up and shit. You know, you got one leg over the seat, and never mind.
What? I mean, if you have like like an S10 from the '90s where you just have that one flat bench in front, right? Well, I guess there is no back of that truck.
Oh
right?
yeah.
That'd work. Ton of room.
Yeah, it's just classic cars. That's why, like in the '60s, that's where everybody was doing it because all the seats looked like fucking cots. You know, you could move around a little bit, get into some different positions, but like you got to be a goddamn contortionist to fucking these cars we got today.
Right?
I guess. I mean, I don't know. I'm a grown up. I have a house. That's where I fuck.
I mean, I have an apartment.
Same
That's
thing.
the same thing. Okay.
Yeah, you have privacy.
True.
I mean, some privacy, right?
True. Yes.
And you have to keep your shades down so that you don't cause accidents on the roadway.
Jesus Christ.
It's fucking
And
bright
not
light
with
coming out of there. Like, does he have a nuclear reactor in that apartment? Goddamn.
What the fuck? Ugh.
I'm just curious if I can charge my solar phone charger off of your reflection. I think you might emanate an energy, like a
I
like a
mean,
like a
I
like an
mean,
energy source.
I mean, joking aside, I really do emanate a sparkling personality, as you would definitely
Now
agree.
that's a fact. That's a fact, and
Yes.
it directly affects my penis.
Jesus.
No, I don't know what it is. Yeah, you start sparkling like that, and blood
How
rushes
you
right to
feel?
the head.
Don't look back.
Hmm?
Uh,
What is that weird? I must have said something weird.
Just say what you feel. Don't look back. That's fine.
Yeah, I don't do that. I'd bust one on your forehead too, buddy. Don't get cocky.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, Wild Heart. William is the top. Just saying. William would be the top at that.
So yeah, that's fine. Yeah, less work for me.
Oh, I mean, I negotiate. Sir, you're being awful quiet. Stop
Yeah,
pretending like
right.
you're not a pervert.
It's because I'm making him. Oh no, I'm a big pervert, but I'm making a
Oh,
meme.
Okay. Oh my god. I
Goat
can't wait for
rider.
this.
Goat rider.
Giddy up. Oh, but dude, I have a. You know that thing that you do, Serb, when you try to talk about measuring and you say this other word that's not measure? You were killing me when you were talking to Leo and you said measure. Measure. You can't measure labor. I almost jumped out the window of my truck. I was like, stop saying measure.
But it's major.
Fucking it's not. That's just what people in
Yeah.
Illinois
It's also worse.
not.
Okay.
Now you
Sir,
pushed
sir.
it. Now you fucking
Well, no,
pushed
okay.
it. It can't be
Okay, you know
worse.
what?
There's no R in it.
Well,
No, there
okay,
is.
okay,
Definitely is.
okay. Hold on.
It's because you guys don't spell it correctly.
There's not.
Thank you.
Oh,
Hello.
Fucking
Let's get in here.
Sorry, Sparkle. Yes, go.
Okay. Now that I got you here, sir, I wanted to ask you this because while on Rage of Stream, I brought up like, okay, say I own a computer. Say I own a computer, and and I design a website for a living. Do I not own the means of production in that case?
You do.
Thank
It's
you.
your computer.
That's the argument I was
Dude,
making, but it's like, well,
you-
no,
you
you
were-
don't because it was made by someone else. Then that's oh my.
Point.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Oh, I got to do my report.
All right.
yes, in my expert opinion, yes, very much so. Very much so, Midnight. Yes.
Okay. No offense, Wildheart, but I don't think you understand what we're talking about. I'm sorry, buddy.
So, go ahead. No, got a clue.
I
Got a
mean,
fucking clue.
yeah, okay. I don't mind giving you a wrench. SPM. I don't know why you think I wouldn't.
I don't know. I saw her behaving pretty badly there at the end.
Yeah, well, whatever. I don't hold grudges. I'd like a pony if that could be arranged. What the fuck? But no, okay. Look. I tried making this point in Rage's stream, but it was like, oh no. You really don't. You really don't own the means of production. Like, I fucking do. I make a product, the website. How the hell is me owning a computer not owning the means of production?
It's
Like
bec- it's because people that are really interested in communism really don't want to be a capitalist.
uh,
It's motivated reasoning. The means of production is whatever the means is to produce something.
yes, that's. I don't know if they understand that. But it's like, oh, the means.
It's self-explanatory means of
Well,
production.
hang on. Let's take the example. They say the means of production.
Yeah.
Right, the means of production in this case would be the machinery that's used to produce something in a factory. Well,
Yeah,
those
the
same
means by which
machines
you
were
produce
produced.
something.
Wild
You see,
Heart. Those same machines were produced somewhere else. So their argument doesn't really. It's like, no. You don't own the means of production because your computer was made by someone else. Like,
Yeah.
how do they not see that? Oh, I just got a headache.
I mean, in theory, you could make the machine yourself, but almost every machine, like if that's a disqualifier, then there's basically almost no capitalists in the planet.
Yeah, it's I felt like it was really stupid of them because it's like, no, 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 it's not the means of production because because someone else made it. But oh my god,
It
it
destroys
was so,
Marx's whole worldview, right? He wouldn't have anyone to criticize because most of those people he was saying were bad uh, didn't build those machines themselves.
yeah, right. Like if workers need to own the means of production, okay, fine. But what the fuck do we do after we own these means of production? Like people own the workers own the machines, but like you still need someone to manage people to use those machines. Therefore, a hierarchy would definitely form naturally. Like these Marxists and communists think, oh, everybody will be equal under communism, but as it had been shown that hierarchies will form naturally, isn't that the whole defeater for
Yes,
communism? Help me out
naturally.
here, Serb.
Yeah, hierarchies form naturally. I mean, that's one of the reasons why communism never works because the people you're basically forcing not to, like those super motivated people, like those top those top 10% of the population that are just really motivated to do things. Uh, all they do is they switch their goal from being capitalist to being in politics.
Yeah, but it was just one of those things where, uh, sorry, yeah, but it was just one of those things where I'm like, dude, you know what? I'm just not gonna bother arguing this point. It's one of those things. It's one of those times to where I know I'm right, but it's like, whatever.
I think Wildheart really wants to talk.
All right, sorry, Wildheart, go ahead. I'm not trying to, you
I
know,
can't help but think it's first of all Americans not understanding how the language works, and then you just overcomplicating means of production, the means by which you produce something. It's fucking easy. Even I can understand. It's not difficult. Means of
right,
production.
but
If you
the whole
use the term means of production, it
right, but their whole the whole
fucking hell.
point that I made, right, is that if I produced websites, right, if I make websites, by owning my computer, I own the means of production
Yes,
for
you do.
producing those websites.
Yeah,
They
I know
say
nothing
no,
about
I
it.
didn't. No, I don't own
They're
the
just
means of
wrong.
production
They're
because
just wrong.
the computer was made by someone else.
They're just wrong
Like,
and sick as fuck. Even I don't know anything about the topic.
uh,
It's just the language works. Means of production. You own the means of production. That's it. There's no fucking argument there. It's easy.
wait, sir, did you
Say
wait
what?
when?
No.
Oh, no,
Good
I'm looking
question.
what Sick of Bacon Mom says. I don't fucking abuse my mod shifts over his hex. I fucking heard that asshole.
No, you
Wait, what?
definitely do. I saw it. I saw it at the end of Knox stream.
Oh, I guess I must have missed you saying that.
Yeah, she did the whole entire. I I I don't like what that person believes, so therefore I'm going to abuse them essentially. Uh, and then someone and oh pieces of Arf, and then pieces of Arf called her out for being a bigot, and then she blocked him or something, or deleted his comments or something.
There better be water, Wildheart.
Yes, it is. Tap water, like that. Shit water. Not shit water, I mean tap water. Yeah, which is shit
I
water.
a Smoky suck. I don't think you Smoky's even online anymore. What do you?
Yeah, the I'm pretty sure the what was it? I think it was Smokey's latest victim is not a Smokey sock. I'm pretty sure that's a sock of someone else that doesn't like Smokey. I'm sorry, and I'm pretty sure it's Arf. I read the name. I was very interested.
Okay, so hopefully William comes back because this is his show. Serb is a fucking liar. Probably one of the fairest mods on YouTube. If she TO'd you, it was your damn fault for being a dipshit, not her being a bad mod. You know what? I'm staying. I'm staying out of it. Serb, you do your
Oh,
thing.
she didn't time out me. I mean, as soon as I saw that sort of behavior, I wasn't even going to say anything. Would have been pointless.
And as you know, I'm a natural born coward, so I'm not saying anything either. Plus, I'm not allowed to write it. So.
I feel like this is one of those things where she's upset because it's true and it's on display. When all you really had to do, second or pagan mom, is be like, you know, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'll be better, I guess.
Uh,
I prefer to let people talk and live with them, and that way, if I think there's something wrong that they're doing or thinking, I can try to convince them otherwise. So unless they're literally doing something that's going to endanger a channel, then I just let them go because that's basically what mods should do. They're there
Yeah.
to protect the channel, not to thought police people.
Yeah, I agree with that. Will would like that as well. Like minimal government, minimal mod shit. I agree with that. Yeah. The minimal amount of interference or administration.
Funny how Serb always trying to make other out to be bad when he is the fucking stain in it.
Hey, Ox, what does the word atheist mean to you?
Oh my god.
I'll-
Really?
I'll-
You had to do this here.
I'll accept his criticism as soon as he actually has meanings to the words he says. I honestly can't tell if he means anything by that statement.
That'll be a long night.
People are weird.
You're right. You don't make the rules, but you do choose to follow them, even when they're wrong, right?
Cerberus fucker X. What the fuck?
This is the equivalent of this is like the small time equivalent of I was only following orders.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, sorry.
Word Leo asked me to define. I don't know. He asked me to define a few of them that were like really simple.
Yeah, you know what? The whole I really hate it when Leo does that. I don't understand what you mean by. I don't know. And I mean no insult with this. I don't know whether that's just due to his autism, or just.
I apologize. Sorry, I couldn't get
No, he's not. He's not. I mean, I guess he probably maybe is autistic, but he's not
He is.
stupid.
He's talked about it.
That's why I
I'm not
accused him
saying
of
he's
being.
stupid.
Well, that's why I accused him of being disingenuous. I
Yeah.
don't think he's stupid.
I mean, if you wanna join the stream, you can. Second of Pagan Mom. I don't know if you want to
Yeah,
do it
come,
back.
you can come in.
Like, do you want a link?
You won't find me
Give me a
abusing
link.
mod powers anywhere. I specifically told that wasn't reverse psychology, by the way.
Okay, it wasn't. I think
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know. It's like, don't give me mods, and I'm like, my brain is like, wait, is he trying to reverse psychology?
No,
me?
no. I've seen him do that before. He just doesn't want mods, I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, during one of Wildheart's mini channels, I told him, "Don't give me mods. I don't want mods."
Yeah, I just don't think he wants.
I mean, if you want, I could remove it.
You can. I'm never going to use it unless someone's actually like doing something that's going to get you in trouble.
Wait, hold on. I think she called you Brett Keane. Because I don't know. I don't know. Is Brett Keane here?
I am laying on my side right now.
You wash your ass with a dishcloth.
No.
No.
Well, I mean, in the shower.
No,
Is your wife giving you mac and cheese?
wipe
Do
your
you
ass
have a
with
mac and cheese
No,
plate?
no. I mean, I do love me a good bowl of mac and cheese. But
Oh, that's sad. I've had mac and cheese for my tea. I'm at the
I
closest.
mean, okay, Ox, you want sub? People, I didn't even know you were subbed. Cool. Like, you can have sub if you want. It's like, okay.
This is like you remember that one guy that was in Tog Stream that one day that I couldn't even remember. That
Uh,
had this irrational hatred of me because I made him look stupid at some other point in time.
I forget who it is, but
Yeah, I can't remember his name either. That's why he's so unimportant. This is the same situation. Ox is
serve
second
is
pig and
bread.
mom is they're just sad. They look dumb.
I for one really couldn't give a shit. I don't know who's right. I
But
don't know who's wrong. It's not important. I couldn't give a shit. There's more important
you
things in
guys,
fucking life.
you guys
Doesn't
could
matter.
just choose to stop being goofy.
I
Like it's
mean,
not
I'm right,
hard.
sir. There you go. I removed your mod powers.
There you go. Oh no, she's hella triggered for being called out. Oh no.
Okay, second picking mom. Do you want the link to come on the stream or not? Yeah, I don't think you answered it.
Oh, you didn't put the link out there.
No.
Totally forgot about that.
Okay, fine. I'll give Mr. Bond a wrench. There you go.
Yeah. I like Bond. I've never seen Bond abuse his powers.
And he's got a license to kill. I believe.
Okay, I'm just making a statement. You're the dumbass that keeps responding because you feed on drama like the bitch. Okay.
I know. I love drama with people like
Yeah,
Ox.
I don't think he's
They're
ever
like
been
they're like
that.
hey, look at how much free space I have inside his head. I don't even have to address him when I come into a chat. I just have to be a part of the chat or the room.
Oh wow, I can actually create a poll. Interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, I always thought you need to be
Is
like
it a
a big,
stripper's pole, man?
to be like a big.
When you say create a pole, is it a stripper's pole? Please say it's a
Okay,
stripper's
whatever.
pole.
Don't let me, interrupt me on my own stream.
Sorry. There's a lag. No, but
It's brain lag.
Wait, hold on. Uh,
Look how creative he's being. He's trying so hard. It's easier it's easier to come in and yell at me than it is typing. I feel like this is very unfair for you.
I mean, Ox, if you want the link, there we go. Sorry, William. You were literally not backstage when you said you wouldn't let me in, and I just
Yeah, I had to
noticed
go.
now
I
you
had to
are.
leave to go type that and then come back.
Oh,
But if you do
sorry,
me
I
a
wasn't.
favor, I've been searching. I'm subscribed to your channel, but it's hidden from me. I've searched your name, and all I get is Greek mythology. So,
Well, I gave you the link in the in Hangouts.
oh, sweet titty. Thank you.
Yes.
I mean, can I show my nipple on your show?
Oh,
No.
yep. No, he's gotta.
Now, wait.
It's got
Wait.
3 new hairs.
I need to double check first. Wild Heart, you're not a she, right?
What? A she?
Yeah, because if you're a she, then it's wrong.
No, I'm a he.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, okay, I want to read this. You ain't got shit, sir. I always
You
call
know,
out morons
not by
and
much,
aspects
but-
like you. You're trashed like Otangelo or Smoky Saint.
Yeah,
I'm-
yeah. He calls me out for pointing out that he's using words without a meaning when he says them.
Look, I got nothing against Ox. I like Ox, but he definitely does not like him some serve. He definitely. I mean, he's hinted at it. There's got to be a story there. There's got to be a fucking story.
Oh, there is.
I mean, secular picking mom. I get that you have to eat with your family, but the entire point of you coming in is to talk to Serb, right?
Hey, Mom, how did your doctor's appointment go? Is everything cool?
Yeah, let's just go with that.
Wow, it's 3 o'clock
I
in the
don't
morning.
know if that's the best conversation, Will.
Oh, see, I can't read the side chat, so I don't know.
No, it's just I don't know. in Knox stream, she said, "Well, it sounds like you just need to be timed out more." So
Oh, me?
yeah, I don't know what she how she feels towards you right now.
I mean, I understand that she believes I'm a racist, but I'm not. You know, just because I quote stats that are valid doesn't make me a racist. Like, if I lied about it, that would make me a racist. Because I'd be trying to protect the narrative, and I'm not.
Yeah,
That's the time for the chat break.
Serb explained the whole 1350 thing.
Oh
Because
yeah, was Mom present for that?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Oh, sir, would you explain it again then? Because you're very eloquent.
Oh, well, from what I remember, mostly what it is being poor usually means you're uneducated, and then being poor and uneducated leads to more crime, leads to those people committing more crime. And when they commit more crime, they get more police. And once you get more police, you get more people in jail. Once you get more people in jail, you have like one parent homes and families ripped apart, which then causes people to be more poor, more uneducated, which then,
Generationally.
yeah, it perpetuates the whole thing. And on the other side, the explanation I read once of why this doesn't happen to poor white ghettos is because poor white ghettos are trailer parks in the middle of nowhere where they don't have police.
You know what? It's funny that you mentioned that because they're like little nations all to themselves,
Yeah.
scattered around the country. Well, they're mostly in the sticks. There
Yeah,
are some weird city. I shit you not, and this may just be a South Carolina thing, but in Columbia, South Carolina, there are trailer park like establishments. But it's the only time I've ever seen them in a city. Like you said, normally they're way out in the fucking boonies.
Yeah, and
Serb, you're being called out.
oh, sorry, one second. And I don't actually think black people commit more crime. I think it's just white criminals are doing it in the middle of nowhere where there aren't any police and no police get called. And there aren't any police to check them for drugs when they're walking down the street and et cetera, et cetera. Right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, and
Serb,
there's not a lot of people in jail for just having a little marijuana. You know, that's you might do a little time on a marijuana charge unless you've got pounds.
Yeah,
But
it's minor, but it snowballs, right? So if your dad, right, gets arrested for marijuana, he goes to prison, he loses a
right,
bunch of rights to social programs, and then he has to work harder to take care of you. Like even if he doesn't abandon you, right?
yeah,
You're still going to be poorer because he went to prison for a few years for marijuana.
yeah. No, that's true. I think single parent households are a huge part of it, and that's not race related because
oof.
it depends on where you're at. You can get almost a balanced demographic in predominantly white areas. You know, which is still saying a lot about
Okay,
the amount of black crime.
I have a quick question because it's sorry to interrupt. This is definitely, but I put this up and I said you were being called out, and then he says this. No, Midnight, you're calling him out with my comments. Such a Christian move. What? I'm sorry.
Look,
What?
no. He doesn't know the meanings of words he says. Don't try to make sense of it.
I
To tell him to define what an atheist is, and if he uses the word God in it, tell him to define that word too.
okay, Ox. Define what an atheist is and define God. I guess
Well,
that's
you
what I'm
have to
asking.
define God in order to say atheist,
Well, yeah.
because it's in any of the definitions I've ever read.
I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to stick around for this particular discussion because I do have a lot of warm feelings for Ox, and I also have a lot
No,
of
sir.
admiration for you, Serb. So I don't want to get in the fucking middle of this
that's
one.
No, but I
well,
don't. But the thing is,
well, no,
I don't hate Ox. I just did the whole entire. Well, I'm going to argue with atheists because that's my New Year's resolution. And there is a very simple issue: is that Ox is saying words without meaning, and instead of like having one, he just decided to get upset with me. That's what all this is. That's why Ox is mad at me.
yeah, I don't want you to leave, William.
No,
Like, I mean, if you have to for work,
I'm just
that's
not. I'm
fine.
not going to join in. I'm not going to join in because me and Ox have made a lot of headway in this. We used to not get along at all. We butted heads all the time, and then we kind of bonded over guns, a lot, and Native American stuff, and shit like that. So I don't want to piss in that water.
All right, that's fine. I understand. We'll just. I don't want to say ignore Ox, but we'll.
Well, I'm the Christian. That's why I got to stay out of this because I have obviously a bias towards Christianity. So I know what I believe a God is, at least generally. So
Well, yeah.
this is amongst atheists or whatever Serb is and Ox.
Well, I did definitely like the way you explained your views on Rage's stream before, right?
Oh,
Like,
and sorry, real quick, I got to correct myself because Ox is right. He did eventually tell me, God is nothing. So atheist is that therefore a person that lacks a belief in nothing. So that I started poking fun at him for that because that's just ridiculous.
I mean, yeah, when you put it
Man,
like that,
I'm more interested. I think that one could possibly say that Wildheart's hair is godlike.
it's,
It
I found myself
does
worshiping his hair once or
it
twice.
does it does stand on its own. It might move on its own.
It's like an obelisk that's made of living follicles. Sorry,
so
I
wait,
choked
hold on, hold
follicles.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Ox, okay, I can platform whoever I want. Sure, you may not like Serb, but it's like you know what I mean? Like you don't like the guy, cool, I get it, but I'm gonna platform who I want. You want to go? Then
It's
No,
good to have a
Jason.
bad guy. It's good to have a bad guy like Serb. That way you got a villain to argue with. Otherwise, it's just a bunch of people in an echo chamber agreeing on everything and whacking each other off, and that's disgusting.
See,
I mean,
I
not the
don't.
whacking off part, but the agreeing with everybody.
Okay,
Jason, I'm gonna send you a link on Discord.
this is what I don't get. Like, I go into a room on purpose, trying to be the bad guy, and then someone out bad guys me every time, and then people just ignore that I'm trying to be the bad guy, and I'm just good old Serb.
I've tried to out
And
bad
then,
guy you. I've tried, but Knock still thinks that you're the Uber criminal.
and
Hey,
then
Jason, check Discord.
and then I go to Ox just for shits and giggles and ask him what God means, and I am the worst person on the planet. Just I don't get it. I can
Well, Serb,
only.
what is a god to you? What do you think a god could be?
Oh, I think God is a title of vertical honor given by people to things that
Upwards.
they believe are either more powerful and more important than them.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. I'll agree with that definition.
Is there any god idea that you believe is possible?
Yeah, I think there are gods that are real. I mean, given
Me,
that definition, there has to be something. I mean,
Abstractly, right?
no, no. I mean
Hmm.
the family in North Korea exists, right? They're gods to North Koreans. I don't think they have magical powers, but they
I see.
exist.
Mine was more of a personal question.
Oh,
Yeah,
I don't. I'm not even.
something greater than humans.
Yeah, existence exists, and to some people, I mean, universe exists too, and to some people, those are gods. So yeah,
Does it have to be alive to be a god?
I mean, as far as I'm aware, those things are partially alive. Yeah.
I just mean, yes, those things that you mentioned are, but I'm saying, to be a god, does it have to be living?
No, I don't think so. I
Can you
mean,
believe in a dead god that did exist but doesn't exist anymore? Does that
I
still
mean, just
qualify as a god
because
belief?
I mean, just because just
that's
because
a good
just
question.
because God is dead doesn't mean you still can't believe in him. Like,
Yeah.
people was like, oh no, Friedrich Nietzsche killed God. Okay, you can still believe in the idea of God just because he's dead. I mean,
Oh,
I mean,
you
I
can
know he
believe in
meant that.
anything.
Yeah,
That's not relative to whether it can exist or not, or whether it
Yeah, no,
constitutes a deity.
see, I'm not sure about that because I mean, i- if there was a god and then there's no longer a god because the god died, then I guess I would say that the god doesn't exist anymore, although it did at one point.
Okay, but
But
that would
no,
leave open the possibility that other gods could exist.
yeah,
Yeah, it's just the idea of the dead god. I think is interesting. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's completely off topic. I don't want to derail it. I was just in the toilet having a shit, and I heard
What the fuck?
I don't want to derail it, but I was taking a crap, guys.
But
I found corn.
I heard Surf said Snowball, and no one made no joke. I am very, very disappointed.
That's
Come
because
on,
Snowball
people.
is also a
Come
sexual
on.
act.
We have to run everything. Snowball, no one makes it. Carry on.
Hey,
Yeah,
I'm
because it's
hey,
also a
I'm
sexual
Snowball.
act. Snowballing is also a sexual act. We could have gone a lot of different directions with that. We didn't have to go albino. You know what a snowball is, don't you? You've had a few. No? Remember when that prostitute swallowed your jizz and then blasted it back in your mouth with a kiss?
That
Remember you were telling me how much you
fuck are we
like his
talking
hand?
about?
you racist liar. Kick him out.
Hey, that's American politics. Stay out of it.
Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry, I
Hey,
just
Wild
had
Heart,
to point
Wild
it out.
Heart.
Carry on.
Wild Heart. This is my stream and we're talking about American politics, okay? In your
No.
stream you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Now,
You know,
is it,
actually, go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
well, see, is it just me? Like, I'm not actually worried about getting snowballed, but I have zero. I have zero, absolutely zero interest in kissing a woman directly after she's given me a blowjob.
Does that matter if you busted in her mouth or not?
I'm the same.
No,
Yeah,
no.
Either way.
It doesn't matter.
Either way. I wouldn't.
No, it matters to me. I don't mind as long as I didn't bust in the mouth. I'll still kiss her. But if that happens, then I'm not. I'll be like, we'll wait.
How do I always come in when the conversation turns to this shit?
You were summoned by
I
it.
don't know. I don't know.
Like-
That's not what we were talking about. Go
I asked for the link and the conversation's all normal. Everybody's just chit chatting. But by the time I pop up here, that is never what is happening.
You came.
Hey.
You showed up at the time of the climax. Now we're all busting nuts, and you just happened to. You just showed up late.
Oh, no. What a pixie might be abused. So, like,
Jason, I sent you the link on Discord. How many times do I have to repeat this?
I don't think there's a man that exists that could get away with abusing Pixie.
Right?
But like, if the woman was really into kissing after blowjobs, I would have to get like a little like a spray bottle of Listerine or something. Like it would just.
You don't wash your junk, dude.
That was Pixie.
You don't wash your dick?
You never tried. That was.
Yeah, but it's
Okay,
still it's still a dick.
No, here's the thing. If you're willing to let that woman put her mouth on a dirty dick, that's where you're fucked up because you know it's dirty and you're just like, yeah, go ahead.
Oh,
But that's not what
wait,
he's saying.
Wait. But sometimes she wants to, specifically because it's dirty.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
and
we're gonna
that's
have
why
Ew.
you live with her.
Look, sometimes
Wow.
you have a big, tall, dark, muscly man that's come out from being sweaty, doing hard labor outside, and you just gotta have him.
Hold on, give Sparkle a second to cool down.
Oh yeah, this is definitely doing things.
Yeah, no, if it's that hot outside, you can go in the pool first. I'm just saying.
Hey Jason, it took you 10 minutes to come in here. What the hell?
I'm just deciding whether I wanted to come in this whatever you want to call this. So
We're all
Yeah,
racist
yeah.
and perverted.
He at
This
least
is-
waited. He at least
this
waited. I
is-
did not. Look what happened.
This is Rage and Williams after after stream or after seconds. I don't know, sloppy seconds. I don't know.
I'm really
Whatever.
glad Jason's here, though. Jason, I really enjoyed the conversation that you had with Leo and Serb and everything about Marxism and
I
capitalism.
didn't.
And
oh yeah,
can I finish? I was saying you
Sorry,
definitely
go
earned
ahead.
my respect. God damn it, you did it again. You definitely earned my respect with your reasonable responses to really everything that was out there. And I
Oh,
salute you, man. That was
Well, thank
Thank
you,
you.
Benghazi, by the way.
that's nice. Thanks, William. Appreciate that. I don't disagree with like we may disagree on some topics, but I think a lot other topics that we have commonality on. So, do you see? There was one we were having a discussion about guns on one of these shows, and
Mhm.
Pat, like this other guy, Pat Lowinger, and I were getting blasted. Is like, what did the guy said? Somebody was
right
said
wing
that-
militants.
Yeah, they were calling us all kinds of names like that. Like we're like crazy right wingers or something. Which well, I'm not at all. I'm a leftist, but I own guns, so I'm fine with.
Sort of a classical leftist, though, right? Because you're
Oh.
very reasonable.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't consider myself like I'm a progressive, so I don't consider. I probably don't consider myself a leftist, but yeah.
This
Well,
is
I'm
this is
sorry, I
what
have an
I put.
erection now.
This is I put this image on and change my name to extremist man every time someone starts claiming I'm some like right wing extremist.
Wait, by the way, sir, you were working on a meme. What's that? What happened with that?
I gave up. I couldn't come up with a better idea than having an albino guy slowly floating into a black hole, yelling, "Come at me, bro."
But that's good.
And can I just say, you spelt you wrong. Well, it says American fuck yeah. You've spelt you
Oh
wrong at
my
the end.
god.
It should be America
That's
fuck you.
Oh, fucking
Wasn't there a
limey.
wasn't there a movie called America Fuck Yeah or some TV show
Yeah.
or something?
It
No,
was Team
it was a
America.
movie.
It's Team America, and it was part of a song that was in it. It was
That's
like
right.
just the theme song.
That's right. Yeah, Team America. Fuck yeah. Yeah, I remember that.
Yep.
Okay. Thought
All
so.
right, Jason, are you gonna tell me? Are you gonna tell me I'm a racist?
Yes.
No. Did you say something racist?
Apparently.
That's
What did you say?
subjective, I guess.
What did you what did you say that made people say that think that you're a racist? I'll tell you if I think you're
That
racist.
statistically blacks commit crimes at a higher rate than whites. That's why they're
I
incarcerated.
would say
Um,
statistically blacks are looked at a higher rate than whites.
Those
I
are
don't-
both true.
I don't think there's any dispute about that. That's true. But the question is why? Why do blacks commit more crimes at a higher statistical rate than whites? Like,
Serb,
why is that
this
case?
is your Serb.
Yep, go ahead, sir. Roll
Can
it.
I explain?
I have to do it again.
Yes, you do. Sorry.
All he
trying to
did
do
was
it.
sing the KKK took my baby away.
So,
That's all he
so
did.
this is so admittedly this is from memory, but from what I remember reading, the way it's explained is that being uneducated, you're going way back, right? Being uneducated, moving into the cities during the industrialization, and I didn't say this before, but then also being poor at the same time means you're going to commit more crime. It doesn't matter what race you are. It's statistically that's just going to happen.
Yeah.
And then once you're like that, you get in neighborhoods. Those neighborhoods get more police because more crimes there. That's just what they do with police. Once you get more police, more of you get arrested, and then it just spirals.
Yeah. I think that's
And-
correct.
Yeah, and the reason in the same paper they were trying to explain why that doesn't happen to this like people of white skin in equal amounts is because poor white ghettos are more commonly trailer parks that exist in the middle of nowhere that don't have police to walk around and arrest everyone.
Yeah, I mean, and yeah, a broader perspective is it's systemic racism that it's institutional racism, which over time has resulted in the things that you're talking about, the
Okay.
degradation of education, poverty, and that creates kind of a feedback loop where those people are patrolled more, and which increases more crime in those locations for those demographics. So yeah, I would agree in generally with what
So
you're
can
talking
I?
Okay.
So I'm gonna,
All right,
I'm
but
gonna-
does
hold
that
on,
mean
hold
that
on,
I
hold
said
on,
something racist?
Well,
No.
hold on.
No, I don't think so.
Wildheart- I'm trying to get in here a sec. Leo wants to come in. Wildheart, I'm gonna remove you so Leo can come in.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll go.
shit.
Tuesday night. Right.
No,
All right.
don't
Bye.
do that. I can go.
Right.
Well,
No, I can go. I'm fine. It's fine. It's bedtime. It's 3:00 in the morning.
Good to say. It's good to see you, Wildheart. Yeah.
Good
Cheers,
to, yes.
Bye.
Later days, Wild.
All right, get
All
ready,
right.
man. Leo's gonna
All
come
right.
in here. It's gonna be
Yeah.
talk fest. So just
Okay, let me
nobody
go
get
on Twitter.
upset. Leo's gonna start yelling at somebody about something. But
All right,
I
there
love
we go.
Leo.
He's finally sent me a met. Oh, but I was trying to find his goddamn name, but Leo Phileas on Twitter, but apparently I don't know. Maybe it was just
Leo
something. There
Acidophilus
you
or
go.
something.
Yeah, Leo
Phileas.
Phileas.
You know,
There
you
you
can just you could just post it in the chat, and then if somebody comes in that you don't want in, you don't have to let them in.
Yeah, I'd rather not. Leo, I sent it to you on Twitter.
So he's got to go to Twitter and then come in that way.
How dare you make him
Yes.
use Twitter? No one should have
Or
to
you,
open
or you
Twitter.
could email it. I could
Shame.
email it to him.
Well, I mean, I already sent it, so he should be in any second now.
Okay, that's fine.
I really,
Yeah.
I
Well, I guess
should
adult time
do-
is over.
Wow!
Oh shit.
Just as Leo came in. Oh.
No,
Right,
it's all,
exactly.
all good.
Hi, Leo.
Hey guys, we better not let Leo in. He might start a fight with somebody. Oh no! He might start yelling at people. Oh, that's gonna be bad.
I guess
the
Jason was
fuck?
right.
What the? Are you high?
Hey guys.
No.
No,
I
not
hope
you.
so.
Him.
I hope so.
Wait.
Wait, is
Wait, you
Jason
hope-
high? Are you asking if
No.
Jason's high? Probably.
No, you.
I wish I
You,
was
Leo.
high.
And what the fuck?
Hi-
What the
hi
fuck?
Jason,
on
I didn't
what?
even know you
What the fuck is up
smoked.
with-
High
Leo,
on
what the fuck is
buttons?
up with your name?
Me?
The fuck is what
Yeah.
the fuck is up with your name on StreamYards?
I don't. I don't
it's
get. I
just-
don't get. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you go. You
I
go,
was saying
Jason.
I don't get. I get. I don't smoke. Maybe like every like once a year. Maybe like so like on vacation one time.
Well, I
That's
smoke
how-
a whole
how-
hell of a lot more than
That's
that.
how much I smoke. No.
Yeah, I smoke every day. I can't imagine the high that I would get for just smoking once a
All right.
year. I would
I'm-
knock my dick in the dirt.
Let me just give you a little. Okay, so I like many years ago I did that, and like I had the worst like withdrawal. Like the withdrawal was so severe for me. It took months for me to like feel normal, like mentally, physically. Like my dreams were so fucked up. It was
Off of weed?
horrible. It was horrible off weed. Yeah. So
Wow,
I'm not
that's-
saying I'm not saying everybody's like
Jason,
that.
I
I'm just
don't think
saying
you were
for me-
smoking just weed there, buddy. I'm sorry. I hate to tell you. I don't think you were smoking.
Well, no.
Somebody-
It probably depends. It
Lacing
probably
with
depends.
PCP.
It probably depends on the strain he had.
PC.
Need a drink and a sandwich. Okay, sir. But no. It
Wow.
probably depends what kind of a strain Jason had, right? Because they're all different strains of weed. I don't
I
know
think
all the different
I think
strains.
it's how
but-
much you do it
Sativa,
over how long of a
indica.
time. So, and it depends on the person. So, but I would I can never do it like that ever in my life again. I just refuse to.
Wait,
I
what?
did know-
What form? What form did you do it in?
I was mostly smoking the green stuff, the buds,
The flower?
But, yeah.
Can you
I think
handle
that's
that?
Wait, pause. Sunshine. Hi, Sunshine.
Could I handle it? Yeah.
Okay.
Wait,
sorry.
who's Sunshine? You mean Erica?
Mhm.
Oh,
Here comes
hello, Erica.
sunshine. Do-do-do-do.
you know, I don't have room for 10, so
And I say
Sorry.
it's all right.
Love that
I'm
song.
sorry.
How
That's a
did-
good song. I'm saying.
Leo, you're having fun
This is a
tonight.
great
It's
song.
adorable.
Yes, I am. Wait, so wait, Midnight. You asked me a question. What the fuck did you ask me?
Oh, he's stoned.
okay. What is up?
Your
what is
name.
up with the? Yes.
Oh no, that's just mathematical logic. That's just set theory stuff.
Right.
It's
okay, but
essentially saying that for any number that is an element of the real numbers, there
numbers.
exists that same number that is an element of the complex numbers, which implies that the complex numbers is a proper superset over
Subset.
the real numbers.
Yeah.
Which is true. The complex numbers are a proper superset over the real numbers. The real numbers are a subset of the complex numbers. All real numbers are complex numbers, but not all complex numbers are real numbers.
Yeah,
Well,
real,
yeah.
real numbers are a subset.
I
yeah.
just always wondered what the hell that was because it's framed. It's framed in.
I
Such
hate
a
fake
weird...
numbers the most.
Well,
Like
I hate
transcendental
fake
numbers?
people.
Or imaginary numbers.
Those.
Titan says withdrawal from marijuana is mostly in the first 5 days and complete in 30. Okay, that is a very generalistic perspective, Titan. There's lots of research that would suggest that it can last much longer than that. And like it can be out of your system, but the
Personal
effect-
research.
in order for your what receptors the cannabinoid
Cannabinoid.
receptors, yeah, in order for those
CB1
to
and
return to
CB2.
in order for that to return to normal it varies by person, and that affects like I guess like your serotonin. I think that's right. So
Yeah, the synthetics are even worse on your receptors. It can take 2 months before you can feel normal again.
Fucking accurate.
Wait,
I
what
can tell
happened?
you from
He's
personal
gonna be talking
experience,
shit in the chat. Okay.
it did not last 30 days. It was more
Nerd.
like 6 months. I know it sounds
Hey,
crazy,
Leo,
but
you're a nerd.
I wasn't normal for 6
I
months.
guess so.
Psychological dependence. Yeah, I would agree with that. Psychological dependence can last. Yeah. If I smoke, I immediately just want to like smoke all the time. Like, so I have to, I can't do it at home. I have to be like, if I'm on vacation, like I just, if I do it, I can't do it in a place where where I'm living.
Do you
I'll
have to
just end
finish
up-
the baggie, or do you save like until the next year to do it again?
Hey,
Oh no, I can't have anything. I have to throw
Yeah.
it away.
you know what
can't-
I'm you know
can't
what
be
I'm
around
gonna do
it.
on
Yeah.
vacation?
Okay, let Pixie go. What
A
are you doing on
man?
vacation? I mean, maybe her husband.
That's what I'm gonna do.
You're a nutcase.
What are you going to do on vacation? You going?
It's in the private chat.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, let me see. Ooh.
Okay, I won't-
Ooh.
Oh,
Please.
Joe
Hold on.
Rogan.
Yeah.
Hold on. Please do. Please.
Pixie, do you eat elk meat? Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah,
a
you
second.
eat elk meat, don't
Pixie.
you?
Hey, Leo. Quiet a sec.
What?
Pixie, do.
What about you, Midnight? You eat elk meat?
No, I don't eat elk meat, but I was
Oh,
trying to say to Pixie that let me know your experience after doing that.
Okay, see what I put in the private chat? Is that the same as that thing?
No.
No.
That's different. Okay.
No.
All right.
No, they're different. Here, hold on.
Okay.
Frog. That's the one.
Frog?
Leo knows.
Come on, Sparkle. Special
Okay.
frogs.
Yeah,
Oh.
I know what that is, but I thought the thing that I mentioned was that. Maybe
No, that was developed in Germany for marriage counseling, actually.
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I'm just confusing it with. I don't know if I could say this.
I would say it out loud, but I don't want to dox what Pixie said. If she was okay with it, I would just be explaining this, but I don't. I don't want to.
Yeah. That's. I was confused.
I'm fine with
the
it, like after it happens, but like before, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, I was confusing those.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I've always wanted to try. I've always wanted to try that thing.
Not
Yeah.
me.
I don't want to do the Joe Rogan drug either. I don't. No, it's not.
Oh, is that what you're gonna call it, Leo? The Joe Rogan experience?
The Joe Rogan experience.
That's why, Jesus Christ! I just figured out why he just called his podcast the Joe Rogan experience.
Oh yeah, because it's like taking that shit when you watch it. With the fucking conspiracies to fly out of there, no shit. Oh fuck!
But I don't think he actually believes those conspiracies. I think he's just playing devil's advocate. Like, you know what I mean? He's trying to be like, okay, well, let's suppose this is true. Where the hell does it lead? You know?
It depends on the conspiracy.
Well, true.
He does.
Vaccines aren't safe. Ivermectin helps with COVID-19, which is a hoax, and Fauci doesn't know what he's talking about. He's just a shill, and all this other bullshit that he's been pushing.
I don't remember him saying any of that.
Why
Yeah.
the
I'm going to
fuck
be
is that-
honest. I'm going to
yeah.
be honest right now. I'm not even going to try to go through the. I mean, I could find them, but I'm not going to spend the 15 or 20 minutes it's going to take to compile.
Is anybody here like Joe Rogan? Like, is anybody here like real? Like,
There's some stuff like his
I mean, I
early
do.
stuff I like, but ever since 2020 hit, no.
I watch
I
it
like-
whenever he has a
Femboy
scientist
is
on.
the Joe Rogan drug? What the fuck?
what were you saying? What was Cerberus saying? He was going to say something about Joe Rogan.
Every time he has a scientist on, I watch.
Huh. Wow. Is that, wait. Do you watch it because you anticipate it being a shit show, or do you watch it because you think you're going to actually learn something like honest and truthful?
I mean,
But I might learn something honest. I
Yes.
find
Really?
it entertaining. Yeah.
Oh my God.
You know, I
Anytime he has a
remember-
scientist on, I'm like, watch out. Here comes the misinformation.
Oh
well,
shit.
hang on. The misinformation from who? The
I mean-
scientist or him?
I mean, he's had Neil deGrasse Tyson on, for example. Like what do you mean misinformation?
Oh, you bring up NDT as an example. That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, but he had that Monroe guy on there that is like purports to be the founder of mRNA. That
Yeah,
guy.
I had him on there.
Okay, that was nuts.
Wait, who
that
did we
guy,
lose?
that guy
William.
was nuts. He's had several scientists on where they're pushing the boundaries of like what actually is scientific consensus.
Well,
Yeah.
it's weird to me that some of the experts he has on quote like some of the most like discredited people ever. Like, not only has their stuff been discredited, their motivations, like it's like the whole vaccines cause autism. Like that guy not
Andrew
only
Wakefield.
not only was he pushing that because he wanted he was looking for a patent on a 2-shot system rather than a single shot system, and he wanted people to feel safer getting his 2 shots, which he never even really got approved. On
Who are you
top
talking
of
about?
that, the guy who
Andrew
started
Wakefield.
he was a doctor.
Andrew-
He got his
oh.
license taken away. He was
Andrew Wakefield.
he was prosecuted, all kinds of stuff, and people still quote his shit like he's believable.
Yeah. I mean that's the kind of shit that is just like not acceptable.
But there's some stuff he's good with. I mean, like, I'm not going to say everything that man says is trash. I am skeptical of him, though.
I just wouldn't ever cite or go to Andrew Wakefield as a source for anything ever.
No, I meant Joe Rogan. Wakefield's trash.
Oh, you shouldn't go to Joe Rogan as a source. I mean,
Well,
his only talent in that show
Yeah.
is that he's a halfway decent.
No, I mean,
Well-
I'm skeptical of the sources he brings on.
Well, hang on. I need to get some. I need to get in here a sec because I remember a couple of years ago, it was it was CRISPR-Cas9. My friend Kevin and and I think it was just the 3 of us or whatever. We were actually reviewing a podcast with Joe Rogan had where he was talking to this evolutionary psychologist, and from what we were seeing, Joe Rogan was actually dismantling what this guy, this evolutionary psychologist was saying. Like you can even ask. You can even ask CRISPR-Cas9 if you talk to him, sir.
Well, what the fuck is evolutionary psychology? I hear the term evolutionary psychology, and I think the same thought that goes into my head is the same thought when I hear neoclassical political economy. I just laugh a little bit.
See, if no one's seen the episodes where Dr. Rhonda Patrick was on, I suggest watching those. Those were awesome.
Rhonda Patrick?
Yeah.
Ponderatric?
Sorry, I was eating. She's a biochemist that's mainly works on nutrition.
Yeah. I'm always just like leery of Joe Rogan when he's got folks on. I've just, because I don't know. I've seen several shows where he's invited people on and they just are really proliferating like a bunch of bullshit. Like with the COVID, he's had several folks on that really, they're like spreading misinformation. And isn't that why Rogan, like, what did he do? He had to drop, he changed his platforms. Like I forget what he did. Like
he went from
he got
YouTube
banned?
to Spotify.
Oh,
He
did he
get
get
banned?
Oh, okay.
Spotify just offered him millions of dollars.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll take that.
yeah, but I mean, I was having this conversation on with Nick Suter on his channel about scientific communications and about, how do we combat against like like misinformation on social media, because most scientists mostly are not really interested in going on YouTube or Twitter or whatever and putting out videos to the mass audience of folks. They're into writing papers and publishing their work in that capacity. So essentially you have folks like Joe Rogan who have the ability to spew out whatever misinformation, and then that shit is what people latch onto, which is the reason why, like with COVID, we had so many problems with people saying shit like ivermectin, they're taking ivermectin, or masks don't work, or COVID's a hoax, or shit like that.
What you doing, Midnight?
I have no idea. I'm just moving around. Go ahead.
What you flipping people up and around and down and
To be
in
fair,
and
though,
out? Huh?
to be fair,
Hmm?
what I do remember Joe Rogan saying about Fauci was correct, because he always picks on Fauci lying.
What did he say about Fauci that was correct?
About Fauci lying, where Fauci came out to the public and said masks don't work.
Wait. What did? Okay, wait.
That's not a lie.
That's
What
not
do you
a
mean
lie.
that's a lie?
Yeah. How was he lying?
He even admitted to it.
Like,
On
he
television.
admitted. Wait a minute.
what do
He
you mean
admitted to
hold on.
lying.
Yeah, he admitted
No,
that
he
he was
didn't.
saying that because he wanted to make sure there were enough masks for the nurses and doctors.
Wait a minute.
No, I don't think so. I'm gonna have to see
Wait.
some sausage.
That's not. Wait. When you
Sausage.
come forward and you say that we don't advise the public to wear masks, and that the reason that you're saying that is at the moment there's a shortage of masks, and you
No,
want
that's
to
not
have.
what he said. He didn't say that though.
Well, I know, but the reasoning around why he said we're not recommending that people wear masks right now was because of that. So when he comes out later and says now we recommend people wear masks, that it wasn't that what he said previously was a lie.
The reason that he was
did say the word,
advising
though,
against
they
wearing
don't work.
masks originally was because it wasn't believed that masks would do anything significant to help mitigate the spread of COVID-19. And then further studies showed that masks actually are reasonably effective. And so the narrative changed because this was a novel virus we didn't know anything about. And so Fauci said, wait, actually, we've done some tests. We've looked at the research, and the research is actually showing that masks do help. So, what we said initially is with respect to the data that we currently have now, we're not correct. You should be wearing masks. That's not a lie.
Yeah, but that's not what he's picking on, and that's not what he's pointing out as a lie.
Well, then I don't know what you're talking about.
Wait a minute. So what I'm reading is it says, while Fauci, along with several U.S. health leaders, initially advised people not to wear masks, Fauci later said that he was concerned that there wouldn't be enough protective equipment for healthcare workers. This was also early in the pandemic, before the public health experts knew how contagious the disease was and how it spread. Fauci explained that at the time, quote, "We were not aware that 40 to 45% of people were asymptomatic, nor were we aware that a substantial portion of people who get infected from people who are without symptoms. That makes it overwhelmingly important for everyone to wear a mask." So when people say, well, why did you change your stance? And why are you emphasizing masks so much now when back then you didn't? And in fact, you even said that you shouldn't because there was a shortage of masks. Well, the data are now very, very clear. We need to put some of that nonsense behind us, he said. And so I just think that it's not fair to say he lied.
Not at all.
It's a nuance. It's a nuanced and changing situation.
You want me to believe that this doctor
That's
didn't
fact.
think that medical masks would help with a respiratory disease?
He's
They didn't have any data to show it.
You don't need data to show it. It's just common sense.
Yeah. Well, then why?
Hold on. What he thought was the available resources would be better served elsewhere, not realizing the type of toll that would take.
Yeah. I mean, that was his background reason.
That doesn't make it a lie. That means his beliefs shifted due to.
Do you consider a lie of omission a lie?
Unbelievable.
No.
He
Most
listen.
people do.
He's listen. It's a comp. Listen, imagine you're the director of this section of the CDC. And one of your responsibilities is effectively communicating to the public a very complicated and changing pandemic where we had in the beginning. Again, there was a shortage of masks, and there was also a lack of knowledge of exactly how contagious it was, and this issue of the asymptomatic nature. So he's got to come out, and he can't say, here, let me give a diatribe around all the reasons why I'm saying that I'm suggesting not wear masks. He's trying to make suggestions to the public of what to do. And he's even said that he said at the time that this is a dynamic situation and things can change. So I don't think it's fair to say he was lying. I just think
it definitely is. There isn't a respiratory infection on the face of the earth that isn't helped by wearing a mask.
Okay.
If he would have came out and said, we don't have
That's
data yet,
potentially a novel one.
but based on medical
There
medical
could be
knowledge,
novel ones.
that
There have been novel ones.
none of them has ever not been helped though.
Sir, I just don't. This is just misinformation. First of all, you can't say I mean, we could go to the very
I
little.
don't think
thing
it
of what
is.
you're
I
saying.
think it's
Well,
straight up a lie. I'm not.
Okay.
I don't think he's stupid.
What proof do you have that he lied?
Well, first off, it's a lie of omission. He didn't actually tell the situation.
What do you mean by lie of omission?
That's right.
Were
What do you
there's
mean?
pertinent information that people could have known that would have
What was
prevented
that pertinent? What was that pertinent information?
that we don't have enough masks. He didn't say
Well,
that.
I don't know.
Trevor.
He told people to social distance and wash their hands, which seemed like pretty pertinent information, but a whole lot of people failed to do that too.
And if wearing masks wasn't
how would
pertinent
that
information
help?
at that time?
would
Why
that
would he
help?
tell
How
people
did
to do
masks
that?
help? How did masks
I know
help?
everyone's
Everybody
talking.
just didn't want to wear them and
Now,
act like
as
they
soon as you're
didn't.
done, I'll tell you. How does he think that washing your hands help with a infectious respiratory disease, but doesn't think a mask would help?
Nobody said he didn't think it helped. He said, given the information that he had, it looked like the better option was to allocate the resources, the shortage of resources we had, to the hospitals that were dealing with this. New information came in that said, hey, this may not be the best course of action. It's much bigger out here than we realized. We need to start going this way. And they addressed that. And you know what? People got the information, and you know what they did? They said, I shouldn't have to wear a mask. You're infringing upon my rights. You goddamn sheep. Bah.
But now this is a totally different point. The point
Trump
was,
2020, let's go, Brandon.
Okay,
he knew it could help. He could have said, please don't go get masks. We're saving them for the healthcare workers. He could have said that.
Yeah, that works
he
real
didn't.
well. That's why we all had toilet paper.
I just think this is so disingenuous to say this. First of all, you're not in his mind. You can't know that he lied. And I
know he's not stupid.
Wrong, you're not a medical
that's
doctor.
What I'm going
right?
off of.
So I mean, look, Fauci.
No,
okay, Fauci is a medical doctor who's been specifically doing this kind of stuff for decades.
That's my point exactly.
So your point is, because he's been doing this, he should have known, and he did know that in that time he should have. What should he have said? That everybody should be wearing masks?
He shouldn't have said we don't recommend the public to get masks. He shouldn't have just said that. He should have said why.
Well, here's what he said. I have the exact quote. In February 5th of 2020, here's what he said. He wrote, masks are really for infected people to prevent them from spreading infection to people who are not infected, rather than protecting uninfected people from acquiring infection. The typical mask you buy in the drugstore is not really effective in keeping out the virus, which is small enough to pass through material. It might, however, provide some slight benefit in keeping out gross droplets if someone coughs or sneezes. He added, I do not recommend that you wear a mask, particularly since you are going to a very low risk location. So that's what he said verbatim. And that's what was called into question, that he corrected himself later. That's what he said.
Yeah.
And the reason that he changed is because what he realized is that there are so many people that are asymptomatic that wearing a mask is ultimately going to help mitigate the spread of the virus, because so many people are asymptomatic, which is something that we didn't know before. And because we were receiving new information, we're going to change the recommendations that we make, because that's literally how fucking science works. But we're ultimately missing the broader point. To say that he's lying is to say that he had an intent, that there was some intention to say something that wasn't true. And I just want to know the thing that wasn't true that we can show he had an intent to say, knowing that it wasn't true.
Well, it's a lie of omission. I already said that.
I don't know what a lie of omission is.
So he omitted.
It's when you leave out important information that you should.
What important information did he leave out? I don't think he left out any important information.
That they should have wore masks. People should have wore masks.
Well, but that wasn't important. But you're assuming that he knew that that was the case prior to it having been shown. When what he specifically said was that people shouldn't wear masks because ultimately it's not really going to help you unless you already have the virus. And the reason that position changed is because we realized there's many people who are asymptomatic. And so if we encourage more people to wear masks, what that will do is help mitigate the spread of the virus by encouraging those people who may potentially be asymptomatic to be wearing a mask, thus reducing the chances of them spreading the virus to somebody else. All I'm saying is that when you charitably understand what's going on here, I don't understand how you could come to the conclusion that this is a lie. I just don't.
Well,
Not when you're charitably understanding
it's just
this.
really obvious to me. Every infectious respiratory disease is helped by a mask. He even admits that.
See, you're missing the point.
Am I going to finish? Am I going to finish? He even.
But you're just talking past
you're done, Leo.
Jason. You're missing the point.
Yeah, great. And even in that quote, he admits that the cloth masks will keep people from infecting other people. This would be true of any infectious respiratory disease. He knows that. There doesn't need to be a study on COVID. He knows it will help. It's always helped for every disease that's like it.
Honestly, it's what I said before. I think is a part that is important that you're not talking about, which is that we know for a fact that early in the pandemic there was a shortage of masks, and that we had a shortage of masks for healthcare workers. And so one of the reasons he's saying that it's not necessary to wear a mask is a combination of the understandings that they thought that wearing that the issues of the asymptomatic nature wasn't as severe as what it was, that people could walk around for a number of days, be asymptomatic and spread it, that wasn't necessarily clear about the research, and the fact combined with the fact that there was a shortage of masks. So he doesn't want the nation to suddenly come out and say, everybody needs to wear a mask, when he's thinking in his mind, you know what? It may not necessarily be needed that everybody wears a mask, because if he does that, then all these people are going to buy masks, and we're not going to have them for the most critical aspects of society. But later on, as the research starts to develop, we start to come to conclusions. His own scientists around him are saying, we think that it's a good idea that everybody should wear masks. He comes out and says that. I actually think that's scientifically honest. He's willing to admit that he's changed his mind on that.
And I'm fine. I'm glad that he changed his mind, because he could have simply came out and said, don't buy medical masks. Cloth masks keep people that are infected, and every other disease that's like this that's ever been on the face of the earth that we know about.
He actually did say that.
Why don't you
say that?
Why don't you make a mask?
He did say that.
Why don't you go get a cloth mask?
He did say that.
Where? When did he just read the quote.
In the quote that Jason said, he was essentially saying a mask is going to work. You know, it might keep droplets in for somebody that has the virus. But if you don't, he doesn't recommend wearing it because it's not going to do anything for you.
Did he actually recommend people that have the virus to wear it?
I don't know how you. Anyway, I wanted to say to William in the chat, do you want to talk like a woman, William?
Actually, in that quote, he did recommend it. He said while cloth masks did not protect you from catching it, that it was particularly useful for people who had it. That way, when they coughed or sneezed, it did not spread the air droplets.
Jason, can you read it again?
Did say that.
Yeah, and what was the next part of the quote?
Read it again, Jason. The whole thing.
Yeah,
hold on. Rather than reading it, why don't you screen share and read it?
Yeah, and then especially pay close attention to the last part where he recommends you not do it.
Hey, hold on.
He said he recommended to a specific person they not do it because they were traveling to a low risk area. He didn't say nobody do this. That's ridiculous.
Well, then this isn't the original quote.
Oh
the quote that I'm thinking about, he said
you're making jokes too easy. Stop doing that.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, dude.
You will soon.
What the fuck did I do?
I forget it. Never mind.
Hold on. Let me just zoom out just a little bit.
If you get HIV, you'll be positive for the rest of your life. God damn.
What?
Benghazi. No, it's
Yeah,
I think
so
it's in the chat.
Trump
masks are.
admin sought closer Taiwan
That's what he said.
ties. Wanted Japan to do what the fuck is what?
Leo, it has nothing to do with the point, okay? Jason,
I
go
know.
ahead.
I was just reading that.
You guys are you're all into the meta. Yeah, you can read it. Fauci wrote, and I guess this was this was in something updated reply. He was something to the Sylvia Burrell. He wrote this.
Yes,
Masks
to
are
a person.
Masks are really for infected people to prevent them from spreading infection to people who are not infected, rather than protecting uninfected people from acquiring infection. The typical mask you buy in the drugstore is not really effective in keeping out the virus, which is small enough to pass through material. However, it might provide some slight benefit to keep out gross droplets if someone coughs or sneezes on you. This is all in alignment with what he was saying, and it actually makes sense when he afterwards says we didn't understand the asymptomatic nature. Because if people are asymptomatic, then they're spreading the virus, but they aren't showing any symptoms. So you don't actually know that they're sick. So then it starts to become, because you may not even know that you have the virus. A reasonable suggestion might be that we have more widespread use of people wearing masks in public situations where you're close to other people.
Yes, and then he continues and he says that he doesn't recommend it to her because she is traveling to
that's
a
right.
low risk place. He doesn't
That's right.
say I don't recommend people wear masks. That's not what's being said here.
Oh yeah, that's actually a really good point, Pixie, because he's giving instructions to a person who's flying to a particular location. So that could even be taken out of context that he's making this recommendation to an individual, but he's not necessarily making a blanket statement to the nation on that topic. So that's kind of interesting.
Okay.
This is what you get when you charitably understand what professionals are saying.
I am charitably understanding. I'm not denying anything that he's saying there.
Okay.
I just don't assume he's stupid.
Okay. I don't know what that means.
But what I'm seeing here in
No,
March,
you assumed I was when you said he said not to use it. He said this. I clearly understood what he was saying. You
Wait,
remembered it
you're right.
inaccurately.
He said it to a person.
Did Jason mean to leave?
I have no idea. I didn't know he had left.
But I'm seeing here on March 8th, he actually came out and said that there's no reason to be walking around wearing a mask.
There you go. Welcome back.
All right, I hit the wrong button.
I've been still Leo all the time.
Anyways, yeah. So here's the thing, Cerberus. I understand that Rogan can have people on that may have reasonable positions, but the fact that you were saying that you're like, hey, I think Joe Rogan has a lot of good scientists on here, and you're additionally pushing this Fauci thing makes me wonder about.
But I didn't get that from Rogan. The people on Rogan saying Fauci's lying about the additive experiments.
Wait a minute. I thought that this whole conversation started by you saying about, Rogan talked about Fauci lying, and we were like, what did Fauci lie about? And he's like, oh,
yeah,
it's
but
this.
I brought up what I thought I think he lies about. What Rogan thought, what people on Rogan thought he was lying about, and Rogan probably does too, is I forget what it's called, the additive experiments to diseases.
Wait, so if you didn't mean the same thing when you're pointing out that you thought Fauci was lying, why did you bring up the fact that Joe Rogan pointed out that he was lying if that's not the same lie that you were referring to?
It's a segue.
Okay.
You're a segue.
Segue or backpedal, I don't know.
I do
I'll
seem
leave
to
it up
remember
to the audience.
Fauci had a lot of conversation. I mean, not Fauci, but Rogan had a lot of conversations about this the COVID was intentionally spread, that this gain of function that the gain of function research is like funding that somehow like the United States is the cause of this because we've been funding this research that led to the development of the coronavirus that was then spread from the Wuhan lab, like that whole like shit that I don't believe.
I think the train of evidence that supposedly Fauci knew and funded the gain of function research is really thin. Well,
Okay,
all they have is an email where he acknowledged about some sort of grant funding, but I just chalk it up to bureaucracy. I don't think he actually knew exactly what was happening.
Like, you know, let me ask you another question. Do you think that Rand Paul is like when he talks, are you like, wow, I think Rand Paul's got a lot of good things to say?
I've actually never listened to Rand
Oh,
Paul.
really? Okay. Because he's a nut job. Rand Paul's got some nutty positions, and he likes to make it. He constantly likes to talk about how he's a doctor, but he's an ophthalmologist. He's an eye doctor.
Ophthalmologist.
Yeah, ophthalmologist. That's what I meant. Yeah.
Ophthalmologist.
What did I say? Ophthalmologist.
Ophthalmologist, which is a thing, but he's an. I don't know what the difference between an ophthalmologist and an ophthalmologist is, but I know he's an ophthalmologist.
Shut the fuck up! All right, okay. Go pull a tube, Leo.
Okay. This has been fun, but I don't know. Do you guys?
My God! Here we go.
You're such a pussy, Midnight. Come on.
What are you talking about?
We're talking about you, Midnight.
On the stream.
What
Midnight's
the fuck?
He's really into the mocking voices today.
Yeah, Leo. What the fuck, you femboy? Come on, seriously.
You want me to be femboy?
But so are we actually ending it?
I mean, if you guys want to keep going, fine, whatever.
I just want to say one thing if we're ending it.
We don't have to.
I don't have to have the last words, but
go ahead. The last word. Go for it, Cerberus.
Just remember, Fauci isn't an idiot, and he already knew it was a pandemic and an highly infectious disease.
What? Wait a minute. Say it again. Fauci's not an idiot.
Yeah, he's not.
I thought that was the
and
last thing, so I guess we'll keep going.
And he already knew it was a pandemic and a highly infectious disease
at the time that he made that statement.
Yeah.
Well, but he didn't know.
Evidence?
No,
it was February. My evidence is that he isn't stupid. He knew basic facts.
That's not
about
evidence.
Disease.
That was a statement. That wasn't evidence. What's your evidence?
Am I wrong about that statement, Leo? Did he not know basic facts about
that's not what I'm asking. That's not what I'm asking you. What's the evidence?
I'm not going to bother getting evidence
that he knew a thing.
Yeah, because smart people are perfect. You know, smart people have to be perfect all the time. They're not allowed to have
hindsight. I'm not going to bother looking up evidence if you think I'm right.
Yeah, no, smart people have to be perfect. They can't have hindsight. They can't get anything wrong. They can't go based off the data, consensus, nothing. Nope. They're smart, so they've got to be perfect. Else they're liars.
Yeah, I just want to know what the evidence is.
I think he was highly informed on it.
I just want to know what the evidence is.
What is the conclusion that you're drawing from that statement, Cerberus?
That he did multiple lies of omission. He knew that it was an infectious disease. He even said
the evidence for that. What's the evidence?
He could have very simply told people just to wear cloth masks if they were worried.
So you don't have any evidence for that, do you? Yeah, I didn't think so.
If they were worried. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That went over. Yeah, of course. Yep. That never happened at all, though, and nobody ever took real kindly to that. Gotcha. Your solutions are wonderful. Somebody should have done something about that.
I didn't know what you're talking about now.
She's just being catty.
Yeah, I mean, I just want the person that's, I guess, head of
I
at the
love
time
you,
of
APP,
medical
APP.
advice to actually give sound medical advice to everyone.
See, I think
he did.
I think that this is like something that folks, for whatever reason, on the right. I'm not saying you're on the right, but on the right,
Well, he is.
like to attack, which is when scientists are
Scientific,
being scientifically honest in terms of like a position and then maybe changing their position, the immediate reaction is that there was some nefarious activity going on, that like he was lying or he had some motive for saying it, and that what he said this lie for this reason, and now he's saying this, that results in some conspiracy, when in reality we want our scientists to be honest and be willing to say, look, I said this before, but guess what? Now I think that given the new evidence, we should wear masks, and to not like take it personally. Like somebody on the other side could say, you know what? I'm afraid that everybody's going to say I was lying. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to say we need to wear masks, because guess what? Trump didn't want him to say to wear masks. Trump wanted him to say everything is fine. He could have just been like, fuck it, everything is fine, don't wear a mask. Like,
yeah, but you understand. I'm not saying he's lying because the evidence changed and he changed his mind.
You're saying he lied. Why did he lie?
Well, because he was worried that medical professionals wouldn't have masks.
I'm still not sure what it is he lied about.
And so what did he lie about? He knew that. So you're saying that he knew
he omitted the truth.
He knew that Americans should wear masks, but he said, and he said to himself, I think that they should be wearing masks, but I'm going to come out and tell people not to wear masks. And I'm going to say you don't need to wear a mask, when he actually thought inside that they should wear masks.
Yeah.
And that's the law.
So what's the evidence for that?
We're ending in 5 minutes. Just a warning.
I want to know specifically what the evidence.
I'm just going to jump out now
is.
because it just seems like a merry-go-round. But later days, pretty shiny people.
Bye,
Jason.
ABT.
Bye, Leo. Bye, ABT.
The evidence is that it's a pandemic level respiratory infectious disease, and he's not stupid.
That's not evidence. Those are just those are two claims. You're gonna have to give me the rule of inference between them. That's making an argument that has a conclusion that supports. That doesn't have anything to do with what I'm asking.
I know you don't think it does, but that's literally what I'm basing this.
No, well, then you need to explain how it does, which is exactly what I'm asking you to do, and you're not doing that.
I mean, do you not understand that?
That's yeah, you're right. I don't understand. Explain it for me.
That's why I'm trying to ask you to understand.
Exactly I don't understand. So explain it for me, please.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm trying to figure out exactly what you don't understand. That's why I'm trying to ask you a question.
Any of it? I have absolutely no.
Yeah,
understanding
I don't think
of
that's true
that
either.
He's just asking for the evidence.
So you're just not.
What is the evidence that indicates that he lied? Like he could have just said he could have been misinformed. B, he could have like changed his mind. He could have had the opinion that it wasn't necessarily dangerous for all the Americans in that situation, and in combination with the need to wear masks for professionals, that he's not recommending to wear masks. And then later, with more information, his scientific position changed. That wouldn't be a lie. That would be a reasonable outcome for what we're saying. But if he lied, Leo's just saying, well, what evidence is there that he actually knowingly told a falsehood?
Well, I'm not saying he knowingly told a lie of omission. He knowingly kept the truth from people.
And what is the truth?
The truth is that a mask during a pandemic is like an actual proper thing to tell people.
Okay. So, but wait a minute. This
he did tell people to do that.
Wait a minute, but this is okay. So you're making an inference.
He said if you're infected, you should be wearing a mask. But if you're not infected, you don't need to wear a mask. And then later he said, well, wait a minute, hold on. Actually, we're getting some data. If you're not infected, or if you don't think you are, you probably should still be wearing a mask.
Like you're not.
Well, but we're not admitting the point, because this is the thing we've been saying the whole time.
I know. And
you're actually admitting our point, but you're trying to deflect away from that by trying to claim that we're admitting your point.
Yeah,
but that's not the case, because we've been saying this is the whole fucking time, literally.
You guys are never gonna get anywhere.
It's that second part, right?
You guys are never gonna get anywhere beyond this point. Okay,
Midnight. It's not the point. It's not the point. Midnight. It's like we're just. This is what Bloodsport is. Midnight. We're showing Cerberus how like his position is untenable, and Cerberus is trying to show us how our position's untenable. And so sometimes
Midnight.
It's a back and forth. So yeah.
Untenable. No, I think your position. I mean, if you want to assume that he's at least temporarily an idiot during a pandemic,
Leo, knock it off.
I can see how you
Well-
have your position.
Okay, but initially you were saying that because if you're in a pandemic, we should be wearing masks. I mean, like you could.
Given no, no,
Why
not,
don't
given
why
a-
don't we wear masks
given
during
an
flu?
given
Go
a
ahead.
pandemic level infectious respiratory disease, you should be wearing.
Yeah, but what if scientists thought that wearing a mask as a regular person just wasn't going to do anything? Do you think they'd recommend it?
They should think.
No.
it would do something,
I want
given
an
that-
answer to the question. If the world's leading scientists did not think that during some pandemic the average person wearing a mask who's not infected would do anything, do you think that they would recommend it?
during a pandemic. Are we talking about an example like this?
How about let me try this for a third time. If during a pandemic the leading scientists did not think that the average person who's not infected wearing a mask was going to help, do you think they would then recommend doing that?
Oh yeah, but then they'd be idiots.
So you're saying they wouldn't recommend doing that in such
Yeah.
an instance?
You
Well,
not-
then that was the case. But what
Well, he was an
happened
idiot.
was, what happened was,
your
what
argument.
happened-
Your argument
what
is he's an
happened
idiot.
was,
My
see, what
argument is he isn't an
happened
idiot.
what happened was that was what the scientists thought. But then they got data about levels of those who are asymptomatic and said, you know what? Honestly, if we just like recommend everybody to wear a mask, that's probably going to be the better option. So let's start doing that. And then they switched to that. Should they have not done that?
Okay, it's too.
Oh yeah, no. If they weren't
Ah.
idiots,
Should they have not done that?
yeah, they shouldn't have done that.
They should have continued to tell people not to wear masks, even
No,
though
they should have.
new
they should have
data
told
came
people,
in to suggest
Alright.
that maybe people
sh-
should.
They should have told people that people wearing masks would help prevent the spread.
They did. They said, "Look,
Okay,
if you're
if you
infected,
guys
you
wanna
should be
talk
wearing
about-
masks."
No. They
the
recommended.
average person,
They, no,
the
no, no.
average person
They
that is not
recommended
infected
people
doesn't
that
really
knew
If
need
you
they
to wear a
guys
mask.
still
wear a
want to talk
mask.
about this, we can talk about it off air.
That's fine.
If
Keep
you
on talking.
just-
We're gonna keep on
You
talking.
keep deflecting back to the point that's not what was being made.
Okay.
Well,
okay, you
The
guys
thing
can
is,
talk
he
about-
only said infect people that know
Oh,
they're
forget
infected
it.
should wear it. My whole point is he should have told everyone it would be helpful.
Yeah, but why would they have done that if they thought that it wasn't going to help? We literally just went through that.
But you're assuming he's an idiot. I'm not assuming
Jason,
he's
no,
an idiot.
seriously, Jason, did we not just go through that?
You're not assuming that he's an idiot. We're saying that you would be an idiot if you didn't think about this issue of wearing a mask would prevent or wouldn't prevent people who are spreading the disease if they weren't asymptomatic in advance. Then they would be an idiot. But that's not actually what happened. They looked at the data. They said, wait a second. We don't think that wearing a mask is actually going to be beneficial in this instance. And then with more data, they changed their mind. So they're not idiots. He wasn't an idiot. He made that recommendation, but the recommendation was in combination with the fact that there was a lack of masks. So I don't understand how you can't see this.
No, you can make cloth masks.
But Jason, didn't I already walk through that? I just want
Yeah.
confirmation. I just want to make sure I'm not crazy. Didn't I
Hey.
already?
Hello. I was
Didn't I?
trying to
Did
end it.
I? Yeah, that's
Like you
great. You
ended
can end it. But I just wanted to answer the question really quick before you do. What Jason just said, which is great that he reiterated it. I'm surprised that it had to be reiterated. Holy fucking shit! But I mean, I did already explain that, and I don't I just want to make sure I didn't imagine that happening.
You
That's all I
it's
want.
not- yeah, no, I thought that your point was clear.
Yeah, I thought your point was clear. It's just you're assuming he's an idiot.
Then why did Jason have to sit there and reiterate the same point?
Because I don't accept that he's an idiot.
I don't even know what that means. Anyway, okay,
he's saying that because he thinks he's not an idiot, therefore he must be omitting information intentionally. Therefore, he's lying by omission. That's what he's saying.
He knew masks would help, even if people that weren't affected were.
Yeah, but again, this is a dynamic situation, and in that instance, at that point in the pandemic, there was the two-pronged issue of lack of masks, and two, that not understanding about the asymptomatic nature of COVID, meaning that this issue of people could be walking around who are not showing symptoms, they're actually spreading the virus. We didn't really have knowledge about that. So because of those two things, he's like, you know what? I'm recommending that we don't suggest to wear masks. We get more information about that and more masks get developed and available for people. He's like, you know what? We need to mask up. I don't think that's a lie. I don't think he was lying in the beginning.
Jason, two things. He
I'm
could
ready
told
to
people not to buy medical masks, make homemade masks, right?
You know,
And
I feel
there
really
is
disrespected
always
here right now. I'm
there
just
is
gonna end it
always
for a while.
Whoa, that was holy. I don't
and
even. Yeah,
there is
midnight.
always
I'm ready.
asymptomatic people.
You
Always.
know what? I would be okay, check it out. I know we can't talk about this because Midnight's gonna like have a brain aneurysm.
No, I'm not saying you can't talk about it. I'm saying I'm gonna end it and you can talk about it off air.
I don't want to talk about it off air. I want to talk about it on air in front of
Okay,
other
well,
people.
fine. Fuck off. I'll just mute.
No, you don't have to mute yourself, Midnight. It's your channel. You can do what you want to do. I'm just saying I enjoy talking about it in front of an audience because then the audience honestly can see that, no offense, Cerberus, I respect you, but I think that you have an untenable position. I don't think it's accurate. But he disagrees with me. That's totally his right. And I
have I
actually,
been wrong about anything?
well, I
About
think,
any
yeah,
examples I'm
I
giving?
do. Yeah, I do think you've been wrong. I think you're
Which
wrong
one?
about the fact that you're saying that he's lying by omission. I don't think he's lying by omission. And I
You
don't think
don't
you provided any evidence to show that he's actually lying.
you don't think that he knows that masks always help with an infectious respiratory disease?
I don't think, I think in this situation with this pandemic, it wasn't necessarily clear that wearing masks for the full population at the time that that quote came out was the best move for the entire population, given the totality of the circumstances. That's what I think.
Mhm.
Really?
And
I
you're,
mean,
Mhm.
I mean, it's a
Go ahead.
pandemic already.
Well, but do you
Oh
agree
my
that the issue of
God, what the fuck are
asymptomatic
you
nature
not getting
wasn't
about?
known? You agree that the asymptomatic nature of COVID at that point wasn't known?
Oh, the level of it, no, but there's always asymptomatic people.
Okay.
Well, wait a second, but not like this situation. COVID is particularly
Yeah, it's extra bad.
unique in that respect. That's right, which makes it much
Yeah.
more pervasive when we know that the asymptomatic nature can go on for like 5 days with not showing symptoms, or that people can have no symptoms whatsoever and still be infectious. That makes it a pernicious disease.
Yeah.
So
And there's even people that got sick and thought there was the flu or thought it was a bunch of other things.
correct, that's right.
Which have all been covered, which he also didn't point out, but that could
Well,
have all been covered by saying wear a mask.
But wait a second. Our point is that in the beginning, that wasn't known about the virus. And in combination with the lack of masks, provide a reasonable explanation. And that Fauci himself has said why he said what he did. But what you're saying is that that's not reasonable. That he should have like mentally just known that asymptomatic nature of the pandemic of COVID was the case and that everybody should be wearing masks. Well, you're saying that he knew that. You're saying he knew they should have worn masks.
I'm saying he knows that it would have helped.
How do you know that?
Even before knowing the level of
how do
which
you know that?
there were asymptomatic, because it helps with every single infectious respiratory disease on the
you're
face
making
of the earth.
you're making a generalization here that you can't actually support. You're essentially saying for anytime there's a pandemic, everybody's got to wear a mask, and that's the best choice, and that he should know that.
I would say he does know. Every time there's a pandemic level, infectious respiratory disease, he does know if everyone wore a mask or a large percentage of people wear a mask.
Why don't we recommend?
It would help.
Why don't we recommend that people wear a mask during flu season?
Some people do.
No, I know some people do. Why don't we make a recommendation?
No, some people recommend it.
No, but what does the CDC come out and say? We recommend that everybody wear masks during flu season.
No, doctors do though.
Why not? That's a pandemic.
Jason's asking.
Yeah, but it's not considered super dangerous.
Oh, but wait a second. But we were just explaining how the knowledge of this. Wait a minute.
I don't know if it's considered a pandemic, is it? I mean, I know it has the number of cases.
It kills.
Yeah, but you said anytime like a respiratory disease it comes out.
A pandemic level infectious respiratory disease. Yeah.
Do we have to wear masks?
No, I didn't say have to. I wanted him just to tell you.
Okay, well, so then if you're saying we don't have to wear masks in such a situation, what are you complaining about?
I'm complaining about that he withheld that from the general populace.
That's withheld
literally his job.
That we should wear masks.
That it would help if people wear masks.
Yeah, but how do you know that it would help when you just admitted that we don't that it could be the case that it wouldn't help?
No, I didn't.
You did. I said would we have to wear masks if there's a respiratory pandemic? You said no. Okay.
I didn't say we have.
So you're admitting that it's possible that there could be a respiratory pandemic where masks don't help.
What am I admitting? You haven't repeated a single thing I just said. I said you don't have to wear masks.
I think
I don't want to force anyone to do anything.
the big assumption is that you are thinking that because Fauci is not an idiot, that he had to have known this information. And I don't see any evidence that you have of that, other than you're just making a generalization that he should know that all this information about COVID, and he should know to make recommendations for these people to wear masks.
Not
And I don't think you have any evidence of that.
About COVID. Again, I'm not saying about COVID.
Like 5 times.
This is a true statement about every infectious respiratory disease. And
but we don't make make recommendations to wear masks for every respiratory disease that is spreading.
We don't.
Yeah, we don't.
Especially the ones that are endemic, right? They're just everywhere, right? Because people already know the information about those diseases.
Fair enough. Yeah, okay.
Right, but this is a novel disease.
Agreed.
That was killing. We did know it was killing a lot of people.
Yeah, but we also had the same issue of not understanding.
Like 99.4%. What do you mean it was killing a lot of people?
I just think this is
more deadly than flu.
This is conspiratorial.
Yes,
This is just like, oh, Fauci was lying. Fauci knew that we should have worn masks. The implication is that he had an intention. He did this. He lied by omission for some intentional reason. He didn't want Americans to wear masks.
He even said what his intention was.
What was his intention?
He was worried they're going to run out of masks.
I don't think he said that. I'm going to see some sauces.
Well, I mean, I think that he didn't want. He's doing a kind of a triage aspect, like given the fact of the nature of the understanding of the pandemic at the time, and the fact that we had a lack of masks for those healthcare workers that are taking care of the sickest people in our country, that was a reasonable thing to suggest. But as the pandemic started to ramp up, and as we figured out more about the asymptomatic nature of COVID, then he changed his tune, which is what a medical doctor who is ethical should do. So we've
explained that literally like a dozen times.
Yeah, but I don't disagree with any of that. So I don't know why you keep on saying.
Yeah, so then I don't know why it is that you're objecting to. Then you're just admitting then that you agree.
I understand that you don't seem
Dr.
to get it.
Fauci may not have necessarily been
like
lying.
What a lie
that
is.
It's reasonable to suggest.
Well, what a lie of omission is.
I know, but like
I don't know what a lie of omission is. If it's not intentional, then I don't understand how it could be a lie.
I'm saying it's intentional.
But you're saying that what he omitted was that
you keep saying he omitted. He didn't omit.
But he did.
No, he didn't.
You're saying that what he omitted was that he should have told people that they should be wearing masks. But we're telling
that
you
it would help. That it would actually help.
But we've already been through that. If scientists didn't think that the average person wearing a mask would help, would they recommend it? And you said no. And that's what they thought at that time.
Yeah, but
so why would Fauci have recommended it?
Because
we've already been through this. And then you just say, well, he's an idiot. But that's not an objection. I don't know what you're objecting to here. Midnight, we're done. We're done, Midnight. We're done. Game over. Lights out. You've been folded like a chair caught with your pants down.
Oh
Midnight,
God,
we're done.
It's the clubhouse folded like a chair statement. Okay.
Yeah, as soon as we start acting like the WWE, I know you've lost the argument.
Okay. You know what? Here's the thing. I'll end it on this because I don't want to keep blabbing on about this. Serb, if you want to do a one-on-one on this issue, I'm happy to do it sometime. Like just you and me, and we'll just go back and forth on this topic. And actually, I'll come prepared for all the evidence of COVID in the beginning of the pandemic. I have a mass of literature on this. For the last year and a half, I've been working on a project that relates to COVID deaths and associations with different factors like obesity, vaccination rate, population density, things like that. I got a paper I'm working on. I have a shitload of work on this topic. I'd love to talk about it.
I would be interested in all the information, but you understand my argument, what I believe isn't based on him having that information.
Well, but wait a second. This is about what scientific information he had at the time that he made that statement.
Yeah, and because he's a doctor.
Yeah.
As far as I can tell, a really good doctor.
Yeah.
Being that he was in charge of this, right? He knows the basic facts about respiratory diseases.
Yeah, but it's a dynamic situation. God, we're going over the same.
Yeah. I think she froze.
Okay.
But through this midnight in the stream. And the stream of midnight.
Oh.
Okay,
You will have
Leo,
me the
never.
ball.
I
Okay,
dropped
Leo,
out. Sorry.
never do that again because that is the most insulting Italian fucking accent ever.
By who?
Now say
I,
something about being an albino. We can hit
I
all the
dropped
marks.
out.
So you don't get mad when I call you a half of me boy. You just get mad when I talk like this.
Whatever. Thank you everyone for coming. Thanks Will for showing up.
Hey,
Pixie.
thanks, Midnight. Thanks for being patient with us, Midnight. We're not trying to be douches here. So,
And thank you for interrupting me, Jason.
I might be trying to be a little bit of a douche to you, Midnight.
It's out of love,
So-
though.
all right, whatever, Midnight. I appreciate you having us on.
Yes, I do still want to talk to you. I've been trying to talk to you for weeks, but you're like, I'm busy, and then show up on streams.
Now be
Oh my
very
God,
careful. You might
Midnight.
catch the gay.
Oh my God, Midnight.
Wear a
Streams
mask.
doesn't require
Wear a mask.
anything. When people say
Catch
they're
the gay,
busy,
man.
Anyways,
you're-
thanks
if you're-
everybody.
If you're a cute boy, I've got no problem with that. So,
I mean, I am. I am cute. I'm fucking adorable. Anyways, thanks everyone for watching, joining, liking, commenting in chat. Bye, and